Now who wanna move crossing on? Now who wanna move out on? If you got stripes and you let the city know you rock 'em, yeah, we got 'em, yeah, we fought 'em. Like that black and orange up on 'em. Single bottle, never stop it. So the beast and on 'em. Who they rockin' with the diamond stripes? Flossing on the ring. Cincinnati, she's our queen. We gon' show the world who king. Orange in the day, black in the night. Stripes in our veins, sparks gonna fly. The beast is awake, orange, black and white. Cause when the jungle come alive, who day we ignite in the...
Welcome to Bengals and Brews. I am Del Altman, joined by Dusty. Dusty's cold. Dusty's in his garage. Dusty's in his basement, his nice ass finished basement.
This basement's a little chilly, dude.
Is it? You gotta get a heater down there.
No, it's not.
It was like 55 degrees today.
It's not that chilly. Well, we turned the air down. You know, conserve energy, dude.
Oh, you got that central heating. I don't know about that life.
Well, hey, we got a fire.
Yeah, I know about fires.
We got a corn burner. You know about corn burners? We got corn burners gonna be put in here.
That's probably
it's gonna be going in this corner over there.
Hell yeah, corn burners.
Hey,
bitch.
Somebody want to talk about Ceddy? What about Cedric Johnson? How you feel about that kid?
Don't get me started, bro.
I know. I want to. That's the thing.
Don't get me started on Cedric Johnson. Because 100,000%, Cedric Johnson was one of the biggest steals of the draft. Sixth round right? Pick. 21 years old when we drafted him. 4-year contributor in an SEC program at Ole Miss.
Yep, Ole Miss.
Athletic. He had like a 9-point-something RAS score. And we got him in the 6th round. Why does it take so long to even play? And he's still getting limited. I get it. We're playing better. Maybe you don't trust this kid's good. Let good players play. Anthony, what's up?
What's up?
I don't know.
What's going on there, fellas?
What it do, dude?
Oh shit, that was a hell of a damn game.
I lost 10 years of my life.
Had me on the. Well, that's hell. I've probably lost about at least 15 just off of that game.
It was brutal, dude. But we
sums up the whole year, guys.
The other day, dude.
That sums up the whole year. That one game. Yeah, I would agree. Up and down, and win the game, lose the game 2 times, 3 times. I don't know. It's crazy. So I take it you were sitting watching in your basement, Dale?
I ain't got a basement. I ain't rich like Dusty. I was watching in my fucking 1,200 square foot house.
Hey, this is a lot of work. This basement was a lot of work, bud.
I know. I ain't trying to hate on you. You work hard.
My basement was garbage.
I don't work that hard, so I got a small house.
Most people want to put any work into this basement. They would have said, no, I'm not going to do it. But, Anthony, it was good seeing you the other day, dude. Hope you're doing well.
Oh, yes, likewise. So let me ask you guys this. I want to get you guys.
It's my show. I got to ask something.
Okay.
Right, I got to start here. 3 touchdowns.
2.
You got to pay T. Higgins.
2.
I've been back and forth on it, but Anthony, do you pay T. Higgins? I got to start there.
Oh, Anthony, don't go back and forth too much, buddy, because you was on my show a year ago when I was talking about it.
No, you're not wrong. I'm at the point now where at this point now, it's looking like we got to.
You got to. Joe wants him. You have to do it.
I think with Dave, but I think the fact but here's what I want to throw out to you guys. Do you go ahead and who do you sign first? Do you go ahead and sign T first and take the extra time, still work on Jamar, but
no,
maybe get him finalized by camp or during camp? Or how would you guys do it?
You got the same agent. Do it at the same time.
You know who
figure it
you
out
signed first?
together.
You signed Mike Gesicki first. Should be a simple 1 year, 2 year, $10 million. Mike Gesicki bought out today. That's the only reason I'm saying that. But no, to get back to it, for real, I think Dusty, actually, I'll let you go because I think that's true. I think now that they have the same agency, you sign them at the same time. You sign them. You sign them, and you just say, fuck it. We got them. They're down there somewhere.
Yep. That's what I would do. I would just get it both done. There's a reason that Joe, Jamar, and T walk out for the coin toss. The team in the league, or the team in general, knows what the core is. The ownership needs to recognize that. That's their team. Get the deal done. Work it out together because obviously Joe made things out to have Jamar, to have T in his contract. That's what's been said. I'm sure what Jamar does and T does. All this stuff's is going to come together. Work it out, figure it out. You guys are professionals. They make the big bucks for a reason. That's the core of this team. That's what the team needs to build around. You have Orlando Brown Jr. You have Mims, who's going to be. I really think if he stays healthy, he's going to be that franchise right tackle. There's a couple pieces you can fill in the defense as a whole. If healthy, I think the defense could still be a decent defense right now if they were healthy. There's still going to be money left out there. They got a lot of money. Get the deals done. Pay your guys. That's what makes sense. Nobody's going to be mad if you pay the people that the fans and everyone thinks deserves to be paid.
Right. But is that how you can't worry about the fans thing? How do you? All right. So I'm like, this is a big prove a game for the defense. And if you beat this team, maybe I still don't know about the defense. So I want to toss that one to Anthony first. Great win, great everything. We're riding the high. But the defense, I mean, they did get the stops in the second half. They did get the stops at the end, but they also couldn't get the stop. I mean, the game was won, man. You can't let a team go down with a minute and a half. And that was like the third touchdown of the second half that they gave up. To be fair.
No, you're not wrong.
So, like, the defense was kind of ass in the second half. But they made the clutch
First half,
plays. So where are we at with the defense? Where are we at with Fire Lou, basically?
For me, I think the verdict is still out there. I think Week 18 would be a major deciding factor. And I think it's just mainly because you're just starting to see, for instance, you're starting to see what you got in McKinley Jackson and Chris Jenkins, which I think you and me both, Will, were pretty sold on them. I think
there's
the
good
big
players
issue
on
is going
that
to be
defense. That's another reason that I go on the Fire Lou train still a little bit, is because there's good pieces that are finally playing because you thought you were out at 4-8. Why did it take this long?
Yeah, I'm right there with you. But I think what it took, getting the two defensive tackles in early and letting them get their feet wet, I think definitely helped. I think Cam Taylor-Britt finally kind of coming back to true form, because early on he was getting torched and he was playing like ass.
He got beat on that one where he thought it was inside. Hey, listen, every corner is going to get torched a little bit. He was getting beat a lot. He's played so much better.
Oh yeah, no, that goes without saying. That's why I'm giving.
No, I was agreeing.
I think in large part, I think he was doing the one thing that no corner should ever do, and that's him looking in the backfield rather than being focused on his guy. Because, you're playing in the front. Yeah, you're playing. If you're a corner and you're focusing on the quarterback, You let that guy get behind you, you're done. That's all. That's it. That's all there. That's it. That's all she wrote.
I think for me, both things are a little bit true. So, like Wade, my guy Wade here, 740 Portsmouth guy, he says, we have a young defense, y'all. And that is true. And then Will says,
Not wrong.
Lou's ego made him keep wanting to force players to fit in the scheme rather than simplifying things and make the defense fit the personnel they have, but also to not play the young guys. It was like a stubbornness. Because I want to put both those comments together. We do have a young defense, but some of this young defense could have been bowling out the whole season.
You're not wrong, but you also had Chris Jenkins, who was.
It's a catch-22.
You had Chris Jenkins, who I think, what did he break his thumb or was it his hand early on, and then McKinley Jackson was out the first 4 weeks.
All right, but why wasn't Jordan Battle playing? Why wasn't Murphy getting more snaps? Why wasn't
Jordan
Cedric
Battle.
Johnson getting why was Cedric Johnson in my guy Cedric Johnson inactive for 5 weeks? You know what I'm saying?
Jordan Battle did have a really bad play today where he should have made the tackle.
That tackle! I thought that was it.
Yeah, that right there, that made me want to just turn the TV off. But Dustin Croft said something about some cornerbacks.
But to be fair, I don't think that Von Bell is in the position to even make that tackle. I mean, no offense to Von Bell, great player, love him, love Von Bell. But your time has passed, old dog.
Yeah,
Von Bell's not even in position to make that play.
He might not have been in position, but if he was, I think he makes that tackle or at least slows somebody down. That was it was like a fourth grader tackling a varsity football player. That was a sad tackle. But
you can't say, "Oh, you're old, you're washed." Mike Hilton, extend Mike Hilton. By the way, sorry, just had
Mike Hilton
is fucking
pound
MVP
for pound,
in this
man.
last 5 weeks.
I'm sorry, I cut you off. But Dustin Croft earlier said a thing about Cam Hart and me liking Cam Hart. I did like Cam Hart ahead of the draft, definitely more than Fig Newton. Fig Newton had a really bad year his last year in college. But Figs played better. I still like Cam Hart, and I like TJ Tampa. You remember that name, Dale? Because me and you talked about TJ Tampa a lot.
Fuck yeah, I like. I don't give up on. I said this last week, and I'll say it again. Same thing with all the Caleb Williams haters. I ain't giving up on him. I trust talent. If dudes have talent, I trust my eyes. I trust my evaluation. That's it. You know, I'm willing to be wrong, but I ain't going to just be wrong because you had it. I'm also willing to be right when everyone wants to suck Bo Nix's dick and say how great he is, and he's a check down merchant. Y'all seen it today, did you not?
Yeah.
Yeah, he hit the deep ball. He hit that, but he's a check down merchant. The whole game plan is for him to check it down.
I will not disagree with that, but I think the whole defense, the whole time, the defense was not giving him time to throw whatsoever. So basically, if you ever noticed it, a lot of the times when he would end up having to roll out, and he was having to make a lot of off-platform throws.
Which he likes that. He likes
that. Which I'm surprised he didn't end up throwing a pick. But I think a lot of his stuff, because he was doing a lot more running than previous weeks I've seen, and I watched a good amount of tape on him before the game.
He's checked down and running quarterback. That's who he is.
You agree with that, Will? Where are you at with it?
I'm just telling you the truth.
You know,
their O-line don't suck, Jerome. To be fair, they have one of the better O-lines in the NFL. Like,
I mean, Sean Payton ain't totally took the training wheels off on this kid. You can tell. I don't think Sean Payton is throwing the whole book at this kid right now.
No, in other words, you think he's easing it at him.
He ain't throw everything at this kid. You see, they're not going empty a whole lot. They're keeping it,
Check down
In
merchant.
other words, you think next year they'll throw a little more. They might throw some empty sets, or
It was looking like he was still half read, half the field read type of shit.
Check
Run
down
the football,
merchant.
play action, roll, boot out. Half the field.
he's still saying check down merchant. Which
Yeah.
that's to be expected.
Half the
though.
field. I mean, it's a good way to play if you play good defense like they do.
No,
and
at
least it'll keep you in most games and turn the ball over. He did
That's
done a
a
good. He's
fact,
done a good.
That
He
defense
did throw
flies
5
around,
interceptions
too.
in the last 2 games before he played us, by the way. He threw 3 in one game and 2 in the other. The 2 games before he played us. They didn't want no more of that.
He threw one to Jermaine Pratt, man. That could have cost them the
He
game.
sure
It
did.
should've
Oh
cost
yeah,
them.
that is. I completely forgot about that.
That was a good. I don't even know what defense that was. That was great. Well, they blitzed the backside corner, dropped the lineman. I'm like, what the hell are we doing here?
No, they brought the linebackers up like they were going to bring the blitz. They dropped him. Bo Nix didn't see Jermaine Pratt drop perfectly in coverage. Boom, pick. But also Joseph Osai, who we have shit on a lot as a podcast, Bengals and Brews. Not you guys, but Bengals and Brews has. And Joseph Osai had like 4 sacks in 4 weeks, but he hit his hand on that Jermaine Pratt pick.
Yeah. I thought Osai looked good.
Yeah.
Today. I thought Osai
has been a dog lately.
But I feel like they
He's doing a
moved
lot of
Osai
rushing
around.
from the 3 technique guys.
So here comes the challenge.
3 technique pass rushing, Osai.
With Osai being a free agent, do you think Osai becomes the first David Mulligetta guy to get a deal done?
No.
I don't see it.
The first Mulligetta guy, I don't know, man. I don't know who all he represents, but that's a good question. Just because the reason I think Osai's going to get a bunch of money is because of how it's because of what he's done at the end of the year, but it's also because he's like 24 years old, still 24 years old. You show that flash to the NFL at 24 years old, bro, the bag is yours.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of teams salivating for his services.
And unfortunately, we've seen him. I know what he can and cannot do.
Yeah. Well, I don't even know what he can do. That's the thing. I feel like Lou has held back a lot of people. That's why I'm still on fire, Lou. I'm sorry, we won. I feel like the defense did good.
Osai looks limited athletically. Like I thought he was better athlete than that. I think
Hey, we wouldn't know what Josh Newton is if it wasn't for injuries. You have Cedric. If it wasn't for Sam being down, you wouldn't see the Miles.
Why the hell was Sam Hubbard playing so much with a fucking sprained this and a sprained that?
I don't know. I don't know why they're playing him like
you have Osai.
like a mummy. He's out there like a damn mummy, banged up the shit, and they're still playing him 70% of the time. I'm like, no, you shouldn't do that. He couldn't make it through the whole season. Now he's out.
No, you're not wrong.
I love the Brew Crew.
Couldn't
So
make
we
it.
got, Joseph's
His
angles
angles
are
are.
bad. They are. So I can't disagree with that. He's athletic enough to get out there more than Hubbard. But Lawson got
I want to
big
throw
money
a
on
counter to
potential.
your first question.
Osai going to get paid. Osai is going to get
Now,
paid.
I want to throw a counter. Whenever you're ready, I want to throw a counter to your first question. All right. So, and Dusty, feel free to chime in on this too. And I know Will, you chime in as well.
I'm hungry, damn it.
I want your honest thoughts. If we manage to re-sign T and we re-sign Jamar both at the same time,
it's a lot of salary.
we already know what happened in the offseason with Trey. Do you see Trey getting extended?
No.
And if so, because I know we talked with one of our guests who's a NFL agent, and
Jesse James, shout out Jesse James.
Yep, shout out Jesse. And Jesse seems to think that Trey's gonna command in the upwards of about 30 mil.
If
The
Trey
difference
wants
with
30
Trey
mil, I
is
let him walk.
you got to look at Trey's run defense. There's people. Trey is an elite pass rusher, and I love Trey. Trey is my top, 5 favorite players for the Bengals, but his run defense is not that great for a $30 million contract.
30? That's why I just keep
now
30.
It's better.
The difference is if Trey had help around him, I think Trey could look a lot different. I really do. I think if our defense, if we had a Geno Atkins,
but if you pay Trey 30, he's going to have less help.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Probably.
If you had a Geno Atkins and a Mike Johnson on the other side, Trey's numbers would look a lot different. You don't have that. You're going to have to budget your money differently. Trey, for the Bengals, your core is T, Jamar, and Joe. That's your core. I would say Trey's a part of that core, but I think Mike Hilton coming up is more of a need as well. I'd probably focus my defense towards Mike Hilton.
Well, you ain't got to focus it toward, I mean, I want to keep Trey, but I can't keep it at
not 30 million.
I can't.
No.
Not at his age at 30 million. No. If
what
that's
would you
actual
my limit would be
14, I threw that out there.
14 to 16. What's yours? What would your limit be for 3 years? 3 years.
Well, his average was like 16,
million.
right? Even his extension was somewhere around 16, but that's all average annual value. But you can always make that shit work. But I say, like, hey, Trey, I think Trey just wants security. So I think 30 million is bullshit, Anthony. I'm gonna call you out on that.
That's
I think
lot.
That's bullshit.
No, I'm going off of what
I know, and I'm calling bullshit.
One of our last episodes
I'm calling
that we recorded.
bullshit. I'm calling bullshit, and I'm saying I will give Trey Henderson $22 million for 2 more year extension.
So you wouldn't give him what I said, 14 million. You wouldn't give him 28 for 2.
Yeah, I would. I was trying to go low. Damn it, Dustin, you're trying to go low. Don't be fucking talking it up already.
Okay.
I'm trying to go low so I can get to a middle ground. I can't pay this man $30 million a year. All right, Anthony, come back to the table.
Good for 1 year. I pay for one fucking
for a year.
Come back to the table, Anthony. All right, we're at 2 years, $24 million, and you're at 2 years, $60 million. All right, what's our middle ground?
Tough,
2 years, 60 mil.
I can't do that. What's money?
Yeah, that.
You think it's
in good faith? I don't know that I could do the 30 myself.
Fuck this. Trey Henderson, fire Anthony David Malagueta Anderson. Fire him. He's not budging.
Oh, why are you calling me Why are you calling?
You said 30
I'm going off of what my guest mentioned, and I just wanted to get your thoughts.
Jesse James said that, though.
2 years, $60 million.
I didn't say 30 million. That's what Jesse James said, though. Jesse James said that, not us.
No, I'm saying,
I just threw that out there.
What's your counter? Would you pay him 50 for 2 years?
No. No.
You should have countered it with that at least, even if you wouldn't, because I was like at way lower.
I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't.
36.
I might go 23.5.
2 years, 36 million.
So
25
yeah,
million
23.5 per year would be about what I would be willing to go and feel comfortable.
All right, so we got a 2 year, $50 million deal extension for Trey Henderson. Boom. Put it on the books. It's done. Dustin, did we overspend?
Yeah, just let him play the final year of his contract.
Yeah, but he's not going to. That's the thing. He's not going to play his final year.
I don't know. We'll see.
What are you going to do?
We'll see.
Trade.
Would you guys force him to play the final year?
I mean,
or retire, basically.
What's the average contract?
Force him. If you want to retire, that's crazy. That's crazy talk.
No, but then again, look at what Carson Palmer tried to do.
Well,
he turned around and said, "Trade me or I'll retire."
That's what I'm saying.
The Brown family is probably one of those ownership families that you don't necessarily want to play chicken with.
I gotta assume he's a better person than Carson Palmer, so let's not bring it up. Right? Trey's a better person than that.
So yeah, the last comment just said that Trey isn't asking for that much money. Is there a realistic number that's out there that he is asking for?
Well, I thought that's
Like
what
I
we were
said,
doing.
I'm
I
going
thought
off
we
of
were
what-
playing gay chicken, and we were all just putting the swords in the middle and seeing who budged first. You guys never play gay chicken?
No, but I mean, if you hum a few
Sounds
bars
fun.
out, I'll try to. If you
I go like I said.
hum a
At this
few
point,
bars, see if I can catch it.
Can I add that trade request?
at this
to,
point,
like,
I'd probably say I couldn't go 60.
60 million.
I might go like 2 years, 40 mil, 40, 45, or like 43.5. That'd be about like I said.
So 2
Like,
years,
there's a couple
45
numbers
would
float-
maybe put some
float.
escalators in there. Dustin, what do you think about that
Yeah.
offer?
I feel like the trade request was the agent posturing because he got an extension for Trey.
He was trying to get his money when he could. I feel like it was part of him too.
Exactly. I think it was the agent thing because Trey was like 2 weeks later standing by Mike Brown and talking to him at a practice. So I don't know. I'm not that stressed about the Trey situation. He's under contract for one more year. That's my thoughts on that. I don't know if I'm dumping that much.
So in
money.
other words, Dustin, you think he plays out the final year of his contract,
I
and
do.
then they make a decision if they're gonna try to keep him.
Yeah, I do.
Do we think he'll play out his final? I don't think he'll play out his final year of his contract. Dusty, I'm going to throw it up to you. Do you think Trey will play out the final year of his contract without an extension?
I think Trey is a good guy. I think his intentions are good. But Trey, I think, will stand his ground. He's a hard-nosed, stubborn type of dude. I think
He's only got so many years in the NFL. Is my feeling.
Exactly. I think he's reasonable, but I also think he will stand his ground. If it comes down to it, I think he'll stand his ground. If he knows his worth, I think that's what I think. I think Trey will stand his ground on what he thinks he's worth. What I would like a $40 million 2-year deal. 40 to 36. 40 to 36 is reasonable to me. So you're looking at 18 a year.
What if he wants that all guaranteed?
Yeah, that's the Bengals' problem.
What are we gonna do then?
Okay, it's
I'm not
2 years.
guaranteeing 46 to him.
For
Well,
Trey,
but the thing is, you're never going to get a fully guaranteed contract.
right?
Deshaun Watson says otherwise.
I mean,
Well, let's give.
Well, but Deshaun
Watson-
Watson.
what,
But here's the
31?
thing: Deshaun Watson.
Yeah, they just
This man
31.
molested
here's
a
the
bunch
thing,
of
Deshaun
masseuses
Watson
and
is
still
the
got a
Cleveland
fully
Browns.
guaranteed contract.
Well, but
I would
here's
say-
the thing: it's the fucking Cleveland Browns. When
Well, they
it's the
restructured.
Cleveland Browns, they were so fucking desperate.
they're
they
not
look-
even doing his contract though.
So my deal to him would be 36 to 40, 2 years. Let's just say 30 million guaranteed. So you're basically covering 24 to 30. So you're about 50% guarantee. I think Trey accepts that. I think it's I think that's reasonable.
Finish out your career in Cincinnati, bro.
How about
I
how about
really
we
think
just-
that's reasonable.
Listen, all right. Let's reflect on what Dusty just said. So 2 years, 40 million. I don't think it's crazy because he's been getting 16 and a half. They give him the 40 and they give him 2 years guaranteed for the security where he might finish out his career. So, Anthony, I'm going to throw this spot back to the black congregation of Anthony and Will. Would you guys accept this deal for our white king, Trey Hendrickson?
Well, 2 years. 2 years, 40 mil.
Yeah.
Hey, look, to keep 91 a Bengal, yeah.
I would.
Fuck yeah.
I'd be down.
Fuck yeah.
20 mil guaranteed at his age is.
See, this is how easy it is, Mike Brown.
That's easy. Yes, we accept. We accept.
Well, not only do we accept,
Keep him Bengals.
let's throw a party. Let's just go ahead and retire his jersey.
Bro is
Even though, he's gonna be there. Just go ahead and honor and
Retiring his jersey while he's there.
retire his jersey while
Hey,
be
we
the only
thought-
active player to have his jersey retired.
That's
he
free.
can leave it on
That's
the
probably
field
fucking
when we
thought
ludicrous.
Carlos
but
Dunn
Fuck
died
it, why
was
not?
You know he's still alive. Now stop it.
Could we give Trey Smith 2 years for $40 million instead?
Ooh, see, it's a good
Instead?
question.
Yeah,
Anthony,
man.
you're O-line guy. You played O-line.
I also played D line too, so
That's true. He played defensive line as well. So
But-
what can you get?
So you
I
said
would
would
give
we
Trey Henderson
extend-
the money. I'm
for
sorry.
Trey
I would give
Smith?
Trey Henderson the
No,
money.
wait,
I would give the
no.
Listen, I know Trey Smith's a proven commodity, but
But you got to
damn,
look position versus the position.
That's a good question, though. That's a good question. Kick that one around. I'm gonna go check on my dog.
I'd rather have a 3.
Trey Smith, though, I think would probably. What's the highest paid as far as guards right now?
he ain't getting the highest paid.
The guard market's
Oh, he'd
What
get
grade
up
can
there.
he get?
the guard market.
Well, what's the guard market look like as far as paid?
That'd be 20.
Probably in the 20s, right?
Yeah.
20.
No, the guard market.
Low
So
20s.
Low 20s, I think.
I mean,
he might get close to that. I don't know if he'll actually get like that or above.
Landon Dickerson is making 21 a year for the Eagles. So yeah, 20. You're right, Dusty. Around 20. I don't think he's on. I
He
mean,
didn't say it.
I don't know if I want to pay him 21 though. I don't know if he's.
I
as good
don't.
as that.
No, you got to look at for
I wanna play him
me.
instead of
It's the
Henderson, though.
impact. What are you going to do impact wise? Like
Yeah.
Trey's impact is more significant than what you could possibly get in the draft. Or if you want to pay a guard, if you pay a guard $12 million a year, you're getting a solid guard. I don't know what guards are on the market, but 12 million for a guard, 15 million, that's half the cost.
Yeah, man,
And that's a really good guard.
defense is just so bad with Trey that it's like.
How bad would it be without him? Are you serious? Wow.
It would be bad.
I
You
don't
would have-
want Trey.
the pass
Yeah,
rush would be
obviously,
non-existent. Now, if we want to talk about Trey, imagine Trey with a Geno Atkins. If we had a Geno Atkins,
But we don't.
I know we don't. I know we don't. I'm
definitely
just saying
don't.
that's
We
how.
definitely don't,
That's
but-
the piece we're missing. If you get
Sorry, I
a,
just walked back in from paying, so I have no context on this conversation.
if we get an interior pass rusher,
We'll get you-
just somebody
Yeah.
that can give something, then Trey's going to look a lot better. And then you have Miles Murphy that's going to be an upgrade to Sam Hubbard. If Miles Murphy got the snaps he should have got earlier in the year, I think this conversation would be a lot different, honestly.
Yeah, but he,
And we have
I don't want to have this come off like I don't love Trey, but it's just like I don't know, man. It's like we've
well,
seen.
Dustin, what would you pay him?
Well,
Because
no,
I didn't hear what
hold
you
on.
said.
I'm
What
going to
was-
let Dustin talk. I'm going to let Dustin talk. I think, Dustin, I'm going to guess what you're going to say is about the age. But go, Dustin, and
Well, I just seen that really good organizations they make moves when players are about to hit a cliff. You know what I mean? And I'm not. I mean, obviously Trey's having a very, very productive year, and that's a tough thing. That's where I'm.
could have said the same about Whitworth, so I'll go against you, Dustin, for that. I think.
I mean, how
Brady
many?
Well,
those
players-
guys
but-
have pairs, but
Hey,
I'm with
I
I
Dustin.
understand what Dustin.
They could have paid Zeitler, though.
Like I understand what Dustin's saying.
No, I want
I
Dustin.
think-
Let's
but I
let
think-
Dustin continue though.
That's why I'm
Okay.
like, get creative with his final year because you got him under a
Yep.
contract for a year.
Escalators.
Yeah, do maybe I don't know, signing bonus, something to like keep. I just don't know if you want to dump 2 more years into him and 40 mil because
Yeah.
that fall off because like pass rushers, when they kind of drop, they drop sometimes too.
Well, they might be able to do like a 1-year extension, right? Like
Yeah,
keep your contract for next year,
yeah,
but let's frame it as a 2-year deal.
yeah, something like that. Just get like really creative with it. So, but like a traditional contract, I don't know. I'm just like, I mean, if they do it, they do it. I mean, obviously, I'm like splitting hairs here. I'd be totally fine with giving them the money. But
I
I'm
think
trying
it's a
to-
good conversation.
Yeah,
It's a good conversation.
Yeah,
Yeah, because I think that's the big thing. Because I think that's the big thing. I think we're gonna try to re-sign T, but
Yeah.
with what the receiver market
Where's
is
the
gonna
other
be
money
right
go? Does it go to Trey? And you got to re-sign Jamar, Mike
Yeah.
Hilton, DJ Hill, and then
Yeah.
how are you improving your team if you just re-sign all these
Yeah.
guys?
Yep. These are tough decisions, you know. It's
Well,
like,
that's why you got to draft well.
yeah. Well,
Yeah. Well,
I
that's
think
all
like
really
some of
You
the
gotta
guys that
play your draft.
Yeah.
Dang it. That's the biggest problem I had with Lou the whole season. Playing the draft picks.
play the guys that you had faith in drafting. But see, that's what
You
makes me
drafted
think
them.
that
You kept them.
maybe he didn't
Yeah.
have a say in drafting that.
I don't think he did because he sure was really slow to play any of them until he had to. I'm like, well, you know, we lose.
Charlie
We're playing Tefele and Zach Carter. I'm like, listen. We can't keep doing that.
Don't get Dale started on Zach Carter.
Sorry, but I
Don't get me
gotta
started
say
on
it.
Zach Carter.
They started like 3 damn games in a row. What the fuck? That's ridiculous.
Best third round pick we ever had.
Just balloon.
Yeah.
Although
Kept holding on to him for some reason.
Has your thoughts changed on Drew Sample at all?
No, he was
He's
still
a
a
great-
6th-round pick.
The great
He was
crash.
only-
Drew Sample?
He would have been a
I will
great
say with
6th-round
Drew-
pick. We drafted him in the 2nd. We could have taken A.J. Brown.
Yeah, we did.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
What do you mean has my thoughts changed? Hell no, my thoughts ain't changed.
I think the question you
I'm
have,
just saying.
What about
I'm just saying. You put that motherfucker in some blocking situations.
We're not doing it.
He will fucking take your head off
We're not
because we
Yeah,
know
exactly.
that motherfucker
That's
by
what you
each
do.
rock.
That's when you draft a 6th-round tight end in the 6th round, not the 2nd. God damn it, Anthony!
True.
Don't do this to me.
That was their first year, man. They had a late start. They're playing in Super Bowls.
Dale, you know I gotta fuck with you. a little
I
bit.
know. I love you, brother.
I know,
You're allowed
man.
to say that. Anthony is of the darker color and will, and I am not. I'm not allowed to call them brothers.
I'm just saying.
like Hulk Hogan. and
I'm just
fucking-
saying we all know, I'm just saying at least acknowledge that we know that Drew Sample eats rocks.
Yes, he does. He's great. I love him.
Oh,
He's my kinda guy.
Speaking of tight
Hey,
ends that are
what
really
about
good,
Mike-
that are white.
What about Mike
Mike
Gesicki?
Gesicki. Mike Gesicki.
Gesicki.
10 fucking
We gotta bring. I don't care what anybody says. We have to bring Gesicki back. I need the white guy Gritty next year.
Bro,
Hey,
Joe
we got
Joe
Gritty.
Burrow. Wait,
Did you all see
wait.
Joe
What
Gritty?
about
You
Joe
We got
ready
Joe
to
Burrow
get-
with the green.
Hold up.
Anthony,
What
you
about
ready to
Joe's
get-
No.
Burrow? Rate it.
Oh
It
no!
was
Don't
great.
get me wrong.
It
Don't
was
get me
great.
wrong. There's nothing wrong with
It was
Joe's Gritty,
great.
but there's something about Gesicki's Gritty. It's so
The
fucking
shitty
bad.
Gritty.
It's
The
good.
shitty
It's
Gritty.
It's terrible. It's definitely terrible, but
It's so
It's
fucking
alright.
bad. It's just fucking good.
It's so
I'm too.
bad.
I'm
I
too
mean, oh god.
I wanted
And
to
that's-
enjoy
that's-
that. I wanted to
All
enjoy
right,
it.
to
well,
bring
and
this
like
back
Will-
on the rails.
Like Will will tell you when shit the fucking Raiders game. I got fucking hella excited just sitting there seeing Gesicki do his Gritty.
You were like, I don't care if we win. I just want to see this white cracker ass motherfucker cracker of the year.
He really did. That's all he worried about. That's all he worries about all year. White guy Gritty. I'm like, I'd rather. win the game.
All I said was I want to see.
I don't give a shit if
all
he
I
scores.
said was that the fucking Bengals owed me my white guy Gritty. They gave me my white guy Gritty, and I'm happy.
I
You
guess.
got it twice. You got a Joe Burrow one.
I know,
Yeah.
right? That was great.
Yeah.
I think we scored to her
Joe's
quickly.
Gritty was clean.
Given our defense.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
is Joe-
no, hey, nothing.
Hold on. To the black congregation, is Joe even white anymore?
Hell no, he ain't white. He wasn't white from day one.
Well, sort of.
Y'all-
Wait a minute. No.
Y'all took
Sort
him
of,
when he
sort
went to
of.
LSU, didn't you?
No,
Shit, I took him as soon as we fucking went. As soon as he
Well-
got drafted to the Bengals.
Hey, he took a hop on that pontoon ship, though. He's on that.
You know,
on
he's
that-
accepted.
he hopped on that
He's
pontoon.
accepted
ship.
in the community. We can turn the other cheek.
Hey, that's why I
Oh
said,
yeah, no,
You know, come on. Now, when he went Eminem, I don't know. I was about to give him back.
Y'all accept him or not? Y'all accept him
No,
or
but when he
not?
went Eminem, wait a minute.
Hold on.
When he
We're
went
gonna-
Cody Rhodes, right? When he went Eminem, I'm like, wait a minute. We're gonna sing you back.
Lil,
No, don't do
Lil
that.
Boosie made a song about him in 2019.
I know. I know. I was a little worried. Like, wait a minute. What are you doing? What's the statement here he's making? Then I seen that jacket from the other week. Holy shit, he's back.
You guys
Okay,
know
so
that.
if we trace back to Mike Gesicki,
Y'all see his outfit from a
what's
couple
Mike
weeks ago?
Gesicki's worth? What do you guys think Mike Gesicki's worth? Let's just think 2
I
years.
don't know.
Do you 2 years, 20? Is that too much for Mike?
Oh yeah, probably. I give him 8. I give him 8.
I don't know. I don't know. I mean,
I'll give him 8.
8?
no, I don't think
you
so.
think
Remember we
$4 million a year?
Give him 2 years, 6. Matter of fact, we'll look up his contract.
what did we give Hayden Hurst? You guys remember?
Like 1 year, 3.5, and Gesicki got like
Right.
1 year, 3.5. So I'm
He's
saying
worth
give him
at least.
give him
And
2 years.
yeah.
Give him 2 years. Let's be fair to Mike Gesicki.
I say
Yeah,
16.
let's give him-
8 mil each.
Oh shit, $8 million. each.
Yeah.
Matter of fact,
wait.
I might even
If you
even
get-
go as high as
If
8.
you get T locked down,
You all
Joe,
going 8?
Lamar, I would give him 8.
Y'all
8.
Terrible
I would.
negotiators.
I would.
I'll put
Trying
it
to
this
give
way:
this
I would
man-
go 2 years 8. I'd
I'd
go
give-
2 years 18.5.
I'm trying to give him
If
2
I give-
years, 11 million. You get 5.5 per year,
Oh,
Mm.
Or you draft Harold
and
Fannin.
you get to play with Joe Burrow.
Or you draft Harold Fannin in the second round and sprint to the podium.
No, I don't want to. I don't want to spend a second round pick, Dustin, on a tight end.
if you give him 16,
We got too many. We got
Eight-
too many
8
needs.
mil-
spinning.
Real talk, though, tight ends become a need again. Because
8 mil a year. Joe goes to his tight end so much. If you give this guy a role in this offense,
He
the
has a
next
role.
2
He
years-
had what, 10, 11 catches today? Clutch catches.
and you don't think that's worth 16 mil? 8 mil a year?
Terrible negotiator. Hell no.
We're not negotiating.
Yeah,
We're
he
talking.
I'm negotiating right now.
He did disappear for like 2 games this year.
Mike Brown is watching and he's saying, Dell's right. Go low,
I was
Dell.
saying-
Go
I was
low.
saying
Go as
16.
low as possible, Dell. You get 350 and one spin in my fucking gold room.
Okay, if that's what your negotiation is, I would say 14 mil, 7 guaranteed.
For 2 years.
Yep, that'd be what I'd do for Mike. If I'm his agent, that's what I'm gonna say.
No,
And you
I'll
play
do,
with
I'll
Joe.
do, I'll
He
do
might
2
go
years.
another
I'll
one
do
either.
2 years, 12 million.
What's your
Just remember-
guarantee then? What's your
just
guarantee?
remember
It'd have to be 8.
The guarantee is you're playing with Joe Burrow, Mike Gesicki.
Just
You're going to
remember-
still be relevant in 2 years, bitch.
Just
That's my
remember,
guarantee.
just remember the market.
But it'd be like 31 in 2 years. So I don't
I was
know.
saying 16. 16,
I don't think the market's going to be that
8
explosive.
guaranteed.
Come
Seven-
on now.
7
Y'all
guaranteed. I'll
don't
do
agree
7.
with me. Mike Gesicki will take 2 years, 12 million. That's 6 per year. Guaranteed money, we don't do that.
I'm
You
down
get
for that.
nothing. We got to put our guaranteed money on the big dogs.
He's not getting more than
Okay,
that.
then where's your guarantee? Okay, that's fine.
Dustin, shut the fuck up. You're not
Yeah,
helping my
no
negotiation.
He's not.
No
no,
guaranteed money, he says. No guaranteed money, he says.
None.
None. Not one
You
dime.
get $0.
In other words, not one dime. It's
Fuck.
called, in other words, not one dime. It's
Take
called
this-
fuck you.
Take this
No,
12 million.
go
Shut up.
prove it. Go prove it to me. You get 2 years, 12 million, and you get to play with Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Take it or leave it,
Depending on
Anthony.
what-
better.
Take it or leave it. Anthony, take it or leave it.
I'm taking it.
It's not bad.
All right.
That's
yeah,
not bad.
you,
That
you
works.
you've sold me, Dale.
That works for me. Fuck it. Just take the money.
You sold me, Dale.
I might have gave him a little more, but no, you're right.
Master negotiator / baiter.
Yeah, you sold me. So
Damn,
Depends-
I'm killing this.
For me, it all depends on what guards are out there. Now,
Shut
what
the fuck
what
up, Dusty. Don't you fucking
what-
bring other shit
Here we
into
go.
the conversation.
Yeah, play
Let
guard
the
and tight
deal
end.
done.
oh, fuck, Johnson.
that's the
I
big
just got
deal.
here. It
What
doesn't-
left-
play
what-
guard and
what
tight
left
end?
guard
Dusty, what are you
is
doing
right
here?
there.
Hold on, what?
Now, I'll pay a left
So what
guard
is
or
John-
I'll pay Mike Gesicki. But if you're not paying
Mike-
that left guard,
Mike-
I'm going to pay Mike Gesicki fairly good money. I'll pay him 14 for 2. I'd pay him a little more.
Why
No,
not?
we
If
already
you're
got
not
the
paying that
deal
guard.
done. We got the
Why are
deal
you
done.
paying him, Dusty? Let the Bengals pay his ass.
No, we're paying him. We're
you fucking work
negotiating
for the country,
contracts,
man.
Chop.
You do a good job. What?
Rob, you didn't know. We just got jobs. We just got hired, dude.
No, I'm negotiating
Yeah.
all the Bengals contracts.
We're
Fuck,
doing
that's
deals.
what I miss when I'm like transferring shit from in the car to in the house.
All right, how much would you pay Mike
No,
Gesicki?
man.
Let's see how far off he is.
I'd give him
He
7,
is.
8 million a year. Maybe 10. Somewhere between 8 and 10.
That's what I said, Chop. That's what I said.
You said lower?
16.
I mean, as long as we got Eric All on a rookie contract, there's some money on the hook there with tight end. What'd you say, Dale?
Tanner McLaughlin.
Well,
Come on,
I
man.
said.
Oh, yeah, he's
Chop,
done really good. I haven't been to practice, though. Is he doing good?
2 years.
Chop, I said
2
8-16.
years.
That's what I
2 years.
said.
Chop,
2 years.
2 years, 12 million.
I'd give him 3 years. Maybe 3.
No,
3 years.
Fuck. 2
21.
years, 12 million.
3 years,
3,
21.
okay, 3 years at 21 or 3 years at 20.
No. 2 years at 14. That's my final offer.
You don't want
years
why would you not want to do the 3 year? Man,
All right,
I guess
I got a
it'll-
void year. I got a
it'll be
void year
32.
built in. All right, 3 years, 14
It'll be
million.
like 32
Deal?
years old, though.
3 years, 14 million. Void year. 3 years,
I'll do
14 million.
3-14.
I
He'll
would
take
do
3
3
years,
years,
14.
16. 3
Might
years.
be the oldest guy in the office by then.
I already said 2 years for 14, but I'm gonna go for 3 years for 14.
Wait, what did they pay him this year?
Why don't we just
Nothing.
extend the whole fucking
Like
team?
3.5 million.
Right. We're giving money away like
Nothing.
it's fucking Christmas here.
Nothing.
It is
Nothing.
Christmas.
Why don't we let him go into
All
the
right.
free agent
So
market?
Mike Gesicki, you want to come
New
back
Year.
Oh,
just
it's
play for
Dustin.
the Bengals?
Hey, Dustin, what's up?
What up, duder?
You didn't let me know, Dale. The boss was here.
Oh yeah, CEO.
Look, now I got to clean up my language and shit.
Yeah, you're right.
The CEO.
See how he's
man.
got the professional name? I got the second
All
tier.
right. So
I'm the great
final offer,
value,
Chop.
Dustin.
I know.
Mike
Dustin.
Gesicki, 2 years, $10 million. 2
I mean,
years.
I'll take it, but I'd rather
All
lock him
right,
up for 3
2
years.
10
3 years,
million,
14.
5 million a
3
year,
years, 15.
done.
I'll tell you what, though, if he'd go 3 for
That's-
14 or
negotiate that
15,
down, I
shit,
win.
I'd give it to
I
him.
win.
Let me ask you this,
He
though,
would
Dale.
do that.
If an extra year cost you $4 million, would you do 3 for 14?
Well, look at me real
You just did 3 for
closely.
15.
Look at me real closely in the camera. Wink at me. With both eyes, yep.
I'm going to see you, though, because if I look at the camera,
All right, deal.
I just see the
3
camera.
years, 14 million.
You guys
All
know
right.
what's so
Fuck
funny
it.
about-
Send that into Duke, because I'm
That's
sure
what-
the fuck he'll be here next year.
You guys
I'll
know
let you
what's
know.
so funny about if we got into the playoffs? Look at the teams. Steelers, their defense has fallen off a cliff. The Bills' defense is giving up 40 points a game.
Well, our defense can catch them when they fall off that cliff because
Oh, we're not getting in the playoffs.
we're at the bottom.
No, I'm just saying it's kind of funny how all the playoff teams' defense are kind of mid.
Except for Kansas City, and it's their defense that's really carried them to where they're
Except
at.
for the Bengals, who have the best defense in the
That's
entire
right,
NFL.
man. Fucking let Lou cook, man. The mad scientist.
That second half was not good, right?
Geno
Played
Stone,
all right, I guess.
MVP.
I mean,
Played all right the last week.
it's
Geno
a
Stone.
give up.
He's got them feet that are light as hell, like clouds. Call him Geno Cloud.
Hey, let me tell you something. I know I just come in here and you guys are in the middle of something, but do you realize that Joe
We
Burrow,
really weren't. We
Joe
really
Burrow
weren't.
this year has thrown more touchdowns so far than he threw in a regular season at LSU. So LSU was a record-setting season. He threw 40 touchdowns in season.
Heisman.
He's got 42
Yeah,
right
43.
now. But he's not the fucking MVP. He ain't even
Joe
being
Burrow
talked
is
about.
my Heisman winner.
Heisman.
And
Dude, that's a good Farmdale.
Well,
Go to
them
the
Heisman
camera.
winners,
he
them Heisman winners, they don't, we don't.
them in the overtime.
And then Ohio State loses in the second round of the college football playoff.
At least you
Beauty,
sure hope so,
Dale.
Anthony, but you're
Beauty.
wrong. Well, you're wrong, though. You're definitely wrong on that.
No,
You're definitely wrong on that.
listen. I agree, but I'm gonna have a whole show about that probably.
Man, there's a lot of D on this show.
Nah, baby.
Dusty, Dale.
We going
Dusty.
duck hunting. Duck hunting.
And 3D.
From
Triple
now
D.
on, it's also
Wow.
your dancing.
Oregon,
Bill.
Oregon has
Oregon
an,
beats Ohio
Oregon has
State.
an elite
No chance.
team, guys. Oregon has an
hunting.
elite team. Offense, defense, everything, man. I'm a
Also,
draft guy.
Oregon
You know.
almost lost to
Yes.
Ohio State in their
But
home.
they don't have
in
the
their
better
home
athlete.
field.
They don't have more
Oregon
talent,
had-
though.
Jordan Birch didn't even play in that
Elite
game
hate.
against Ohio State.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Saying.
Dale's doing reverse psychology here.
No,
He's trying to reverse
I'm being
jinx it.
honest, man.
Well,
I
He's
don't
reversing
look
Dale,
at
in
shit.
our group chat, Dale was talking shit about us losing too, and it worked. So let him go.
It's reverse jinxing. I know what
Fine,
he's
it's
doing.
not,
Take
it's not
it
good
shit.
enough.
It's cool.
You can't sell me on them. They ain't won nothing.
What my
All right.
complaint?
Ohio State gets blown out by Oregon.
You can't
By
sell
like
me on that.
40.
They ain't,
By like 40.
By 45.
They
Make
ain't
it
won nothing.
45.
Dale,
The
do you
reverse
see
jinx
how?
is
like
on.
saying the Bills. That's
50.
like backing the Bills in the playoffs.
45-3.
They ain't
I'm
won
calling
nothing.
it right now. 45-3. Fuck
I'm
Ohio
reaching in my
State.
bag. Sorry.
Dale, do you see how the Chargers used Derwin
It'd be
James?
45 to Florida State. Yeah.
That's just Derwin James had no business going 16th the
That's
year he
true.
went
You know
16th.
it's true.
Yeah. So what I'm saying, why do the Buckeyes should be using
Say
Caleb?
whatever you want, Anthony. I guess you thought we was gonna lose Tennessee too.
They should be using Caleb Downs like Derwin James. Up
I
around
think
the
they
line of
used. I think they used Caleb pretty well.
Nah.
To be fair,
I mean, I would like to see him on more blitzes. Like they kind of got him roaming.
he's just he's that good. Caleb Downs is that guy, by the way.
But I'm saying I like to see them get him in the box more. You know,
Yeah. Well, I think he can do everything. That's the thing.
like I want
Put
him
him in
to
the
be
box
big.
more. He's not in coverage. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like
And
I
Alabama.
like the idea of having a blitz, like getting him like one-on-one. Like Derwin James destroyed a running back today. He has 6 sacks on the year as a safety.
Also,
Hey, remember,
shout out Blake Horvath, by the way, Army or
Yeah, he's
Navy.
a stud.
My bad. Sorry, Dusty. It was the Navy.
I'm
Wait,
getting
yeah,
out of here.
I'm
I'll
like,
see you
wait a
guys later.
Yeah, he's a
Who
stud.
your Darby
Later,
guy?
bud.
Weird.
Blake Horvath, 95 yards
What's happened to the Rams offense?
on the
They
heart of
can't
the
score
South.
touchdowns. Holy
Hey, you remember Edgerrin Cooper? That dude, he's been having a year at linebacker. And
That was
that
our
dude,
linebacker
I was
one,
cool with
Dusty.
him.
That was our linebacker
I was cool with
one.
that guy.
Orlando Brown
Look
has
him
a
up.
and
Look,
he shut down.
if
He
you're in
didn't
the
get
chat, look him up. Edgerrin
Hey.
Cooper, dog.
Dale, I have a
Hold
question.
on. Did y'all see?
Hold on, one at a time.
Hold on, Dustin's on here, and he was talking a little trash about my draft picks earlier. And
Oh
he's
no,
like,
no, I wasn't talking trash. I was just saying
you-
you're pretty high on Cam Hart. I
did like Cam Hart. Cam Hart had
Oh,
a lot.
I still like Cam Hart.
I
I'll
like-
give up on my
and-
guys. He's
and
like
TJ
6'3". He's like 6'3", 200, long body, Notre Dame guy. I remember this guy. I like
But
him
Newton,
too.
I think Newton was a good pick. I'm just joking with you, Dustin.
No, I know you are. I didn't mean it as a diss. I was like, I just felt like I want to, as much as we hate on Duke and the staff, I want to give them credit where credit's due. The later rounds, we have found some gems. Yoshi, Chase Brown, DJ Ivy's become the tight end killer. Fig Newton is playing at the starting corner. He was on Cortland Sutton a lot of the game, and he got that one touchdown pass against him. But
Chase Brown shouldn't have been drafted that late. Honestly, Chase Brown, I love Chase Brown. He should not have been drafted.
Sure,
Hey, what's the injury status
Running
with
back
Chase?
fall,
I was, at the game. I haven't looked anything up. What happened to Chase?
Right ankle.
Right
He
ankle.
rolled up on it bad.
Oh,
Yep.
high ankle.
Yep.
He should have just literally went into the end zone.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't
I
know
don't
how
know.
much time they're going to buy anyway, with 3 minutes and something left, and your 2-minute warning and all that shit.
And then they scored after.
Right.
They did.
So,
They did.
We shouldn't have. In hindsight, I guess we shouldn't have. I don't know.
Hey, who picked T for 3 touchdowns though, man? That had to be a fucking payout.
No, I did not.
My buddy had him in
Not bad.
fantasy, and he took him over his competitor. Yeah.
Wow.
but it was like not even sure if he was going to play. Like
Yeah.
that first series, I literally
He was
put in
walking
the
slow.
Group, I
Yeah.
put in our group text Chop, and I said, "Is T even in?" And I was like, "Oh,
Yeah, I
never
know.
mind. I see him now." Like because they were
Oh.
going 2, 3, 4, 8, 7, 9, niner tight ends.
Man, it looked like Chase was in there,
Well-
Jamar, for like every play.
And
He
I want to
played
give a shout out to the O line in overtime specifically. They
Yeah.
did give Burrow a nice, actually, so awesome game by Burrow. Don't get me wrong. Anytime you see something, people think you're like, whatever. I felt like he was a little
That was-
skirted sometimes in the pocket, like when he was trying to run up inside his pocket. And he ran into a couple sacks. So I know there were 7 sacks tonight. But shout out, I mean, they're the number 1 sack team. So But in overtime,
Well, they're going to keep their status after this.
Well, that one guy had 4 sacks. That white cracker
oh, dude, I knew coming in he was going to be a
Fuck
problem.
them white dudes. I don't like them.
Yeah, we toasted the other crowd.
Now did anybody see the hit that Orlando Brown did earlier in the game?
First quarter.
In the first quarter, that I think it led to a big run. Will, go ahead.
I'm not even sure who he hit. It's I had to yell child abuse. It was great. I had to yell child abuse. No, he didn't hit him. He threw him. I'm like, what? What was that?
Is Anthony and Will in the same fucking room? What's going on here?
They're in the car.
Yeah,
you're in the car.
He's in the car with me.
Right there next to his ass. I'm hungry while he's having this conversation. You know,
Are you guys going to Taco Bell?
Yeah, might as well.
No,
Yeah, I talked
No,
him into
we're going to
going to
Wendy's.
Taco
Wendy's.
Bell. Hell yeah.
we're going to Wendy's. We're going to Wendy's, not Taco Bell.
Wendy's?
The missus wants Wendy's.
Ah, fuck you.
Yeah.
Will, you're the
She's
whitest
at home
fucking
waiting.
black guy I know.
She's at home waiting for this.
Over Taco Bell. That's a fucking terrible decision. Assholes.
Listen, no, you
fucking
hold on. You go where the woman sends you to go. Okay? She said she want Wendy's. She's getting Wendy's.
Shit.
You
I
got
already-
And I don't know why Anthony's
Alright,
acting as
Will,
if like she's
alright,
not waiting
I see
for this
you.
right now.
Hey, let me
But
address
anyway,
You do what the woman tells you to fucking do.
Hey,
but
It's quieter that way.
That is
Dale,
100% fact.
question. I had a question about this
It's
comment
quieter that way when you do that.
earlier because you were watching it on
Fact.
TV. When Joe got hit, when the offensive line got into it with their defense, I thought it looked like a pretty clean sack. I don't know.
That was pretty clean.
What were
No,
they
look,
going
look,
after
listen.
the defense for? And Orlando Brown
what
tried
happened.
to go in front of him. What was that all
I know
about?
what happened. I saw what happened.
Tell
The
me.
guy at the bottom twisted his leg.
Oh,
And then the guy that sacked Batonio, he twisted Joe's leg, and the other guy, Batonio, pushed him on the way up. He pushed off for Joe to get up. I was like, what the
I thought
fuck
the guy
going on there?
that actually got the sack looked like he was really protective of Joe as they went to the ground. Like he pulled him and like he landed Joe on top of him. And I'm like, what are they getting
Yes,
into it
no.
about? But
The
Orlando
other guy
Brown's
grabbed his
pretty
leg and
calm.
twisted it.
Go ahead.
The other guy grabbed his leg and twisted it. I'm like, you motherfucker.
You're supposed to grab his
They
dick
know
and
that
twist it. That's what you do. Grab his
Yeah,
dick.
you grab
and
him by
twist
the
it.
dick.
Grab his dick and
I mean,
twist it.
Grab his dick and twist it. Old
But-
Twister.
Because if you grab Joe Burrow
twist.
by the dick, your hand will disintegrate.
I was yelling. When
Probably.
Jordan made a good
Probably
catch
not gonna.
tonight. I yelled, "Get your dick out!"
What?
But he didn't. I don't think he heard me.
Damn
You can't
it.
say that.
Dale, I got a question for you guys. After year one, Jenkins and McKinley, who are you kind of like higher on moving into year two? Like I know it's like I don't know. What have you seen? Who are you kind of like higher on going into year two?
I'll say Dale knows. I
know,
Dustin,
you love
know too because you
Chris
watch the goddamn show all the time. I love fucking Chris Jenkins.
You let your personal meet a person.
McKinley Jackson.
Man, we hugged it out.
I'm gonna have to say McKinley
looking
Jackson.
really
Jackson.
athletic lately.
Can I answer? Can
Yeah,
I
go
answer?
ahead.
Oh, sorry. I thought you said Dusty, not Dale. My bad.
No, he said both. Go ahead, Dusty. You go.
Oh no, I'm just saying. I thought he looked really athletic later. Like here lately, like he's had plays. Like last week or 2 weeks ago, he had a big hit, and he was like a shot out of a cannon. I'm just saying. I think McKinley Jackson looked pretty athletic, and I wasn't high on him as a third round pick. I thought of him more fourth, fifth round.
Yeah,
And
Fourth.
he was just that nose tackle, and I think he's lost weight because he looks slimmer. He looks more
He does.
athletic. McKinley Jackson, I think, could have a big role.
I think he could too.
I'm stoked on him.
Can
He
I
just needs
answer?
that first step.
Yeah, good. I'll just hear what Dale
Yeah,
says.
sorry, Dale.
I'm going to say neither one. I think they're both defensive tackles, 3s and 4s. They're not starters in the NFL. They're good, solid pieces. They were good draft picks. Every team needs this. You need to invest in your D line, your O line.
Yeah.
But they're not neither of them are going to be the disruptive pass rusher types
Chris Jenkins got two sacks last week.
Yeah.
He showed you what he could do, Dale.
Cool. I can. A lot of guys get a lot of hand jobs and they don't deserve them. But
I'll take a hand.
But wait a minute. Wait a minute. What's worse about our defense, the stopping the run or pass rush from the interior?
Yes.
Well, the pass
problem
rush
is
is going
good
to
answer,
be
Chuck, by saying yes.
Yeah.
Both.
Which
Yes.
one though? Pick
I
one.
mean, which one do we have in the first
Which
place?
one
You got to
is
have
worse?
answer, judge it.
No, I
We wasn't
think.
stopping the run or getting the pass rush either, but now at least we're
Man,
getting a
they
little bit
look
of
good.
pass rush.
They look good with the run. Like I like that. What was that dude that was killing us? McLaughlin guy for
Yeah,
Denver. He was
McLaughlin.
killing that.
Yeah.
Little
He's
speedy
from
guy.
Troy
He
State.
was-
They got him from Troy State.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you can get guys like that. That's like a Boston Scott. That's that's an old throwback for Bengals fans, like a little speedy back that you can just.
Yep.
But they were relying on him more than they were relying on any other running back, and it paid dividends. He kept them in the game, to be fair. But what I'm saying is, I like Chris Jenkins. I like McKinley Jackson. I think they were good picks. I don't think either of them were game changers. I don't think they're like pencil them in as starters next
I
year.
mean, I'm still
Hey,
looking
could you
for a
imagine if we
tackle in
traded up
round
for a
one.
guy like Sweat? Oh, just trade up and trade that extra third-round pick, move up, and get
Yeah.
Trevondre Sweat
Boom.
and Chris Jenkins. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
You could probably made it work.
Yeah.
You just traded a 7th-round pick for.
Well, if I was
Uh,
trading up,
three.
I was taking Johnny Newton.
No shit.
I'm
Boom.
sorry.
Right there.
Okay,
Devondre
which-
Sweat is great. I'm taking
Yeah.
Johnny Newton.
Yeah.
My
Look what
draft
he did.
evaluation on Johnny Newton, I will stand by.
Even if I knew the broken foot would be fixed, even if I knew.
I
Which is
love Johnny
fine.
Newton.
But Trevondre Sweat has played pretty well for Tennessee.
Yeah, and
To
his
move
shit
up,
wasn't
what
on
was it,
field.
12
His
picks?
shit, but his shit was all off field. His shit was the DUI. How are you going to go and get a DUI and be fucking speeding through a neighborhood and crashing in the biggest moment of your life when you're about to be drafted, big dog?
That's just
No, I
that's
agree
bad
with that.
decision.
I'm just
I don't know if
saying
either guy
you
makes
knew
bad
the
decisions off
problem.
the field.
Or you could have fixed it with DJ Reader and just paid him. I mean, hey,
I mean, how many
There
guys?
was
Like,
options out there.
listen, when I
But he wouldn't have
loved
played,
the
though.
Bengals in what was that 2005 season when we had Odell Thurman, we had Chris Henry, and God rest his soul. But you know what I mean? You took chances on some character guys.
Yeah, that's true.
Didn't always pay out. At the end of the day, it didn't for team. But like they were great players for a year.
Well, Odell's he's a different case altogether.
Odell was a fucking nut.
We don't know what it could have been if we only had that 1 year to go by. That's all we got.
Yeah,
That's all we got. That 1 year. That's it.
Hey,
I don't
Odell.
even hate it. I got an Odell Thurman jersey. I ain't never getting rid of it. Fuck
hey,
y'all. I'm
Justin
still
Smith
Odell
during that
Thurman.
time traded
I
with the
almost,
Dolphins.
I almost got one too. So I almost got one.
Yeah,
I'm with you, Chop.
same here.
Odell
Well,
Thurman
they-
was Odell Thurman is the reason they were where they were.
He should have been rookie of the year.
Odell Thurman is the thing I use when I say that that the fucking NFL hates the Bengals because players on other teams, they're fine. Odell Thurman drinks a few beers and he's fucking out of the goddamn league.
Well, I think he drank all the beers. To be
Yeah,
fair.
but who's the guy from Cleveland that played for the Patriots that got kicked out?
Josh Gordon.
Josh Gordon. What the fuck, man?
Yeah, Josh Gordon
He
smoked
did way
all the
more
weed.
than
But
Odell.
listen, weed don't
Hold
matter.
on.
But none of it matters.
Hence where the stay off the weed came from.
Well, he still never did. What about that?
You know what?
He never did. He never did. So.
You know what's interesting about the Bengals' history? If you look at our best seasons, we never really had like a dominant defense. Like we've always had like an opportunistic defense.
Yep.
So like I think the philosophy of the Bengals organization is to try to draft shut down corners.
Good quarterback, good receivers, been
Yeah.
great defense.
How the fuck do we have the fourth highest paid defense in the NFL and we're like
Yeah,
ranked
I don't get
fucking
that
20
either.
What are we ranked? 28?
Oh, I want to go back. I want to go back to Dustin with
Yeah.
with what he was saying, but also with that thought, Dustin. Fourth highest paid defense. How the hell?
That seems weird. Yeah, I mean, That seems kind of like it doesn't even seem real. That
And we got Trey on a discount on that fourth highest pay.
They have,
Who is it?
They
Cam-
have
we got
nothing
Cam
invested
Hubbard,
in
BJ
the
Hill, and
secondary, really,
Rankins.
besides Geno Stone.
Well, they're about to. Fucking
And Stone.
TTV. Do we have another year with Cam, or is this it?
No.
No, we got
I
one.
think next year is
Is
You
that
gotta
have
play up
another
the
year?
string with Cam. I'm sorry. I love Cam. Love the family. Love you, Cam.
Yes.
Courtney, Daryl. Love y'all. But
Love him. Definitely love him.
yeah, I think
What's
We're
Cam's
gonna end up
worth? What do you
drafting-
guys think Cam's worth? Because I think that's a big topic.
yeah. That's
I'm gonna let Dustin finish, and then we'll go into the Cam.
No, no. Yeah,
Sorry, my stuff's lagging, so I'm behind when you guys
All
talk.
good.
I'm sorry.
All good.
No, just,
All right.
like it's one of those things where it's like sometimes and I'm guilty of this, like we expect like us to be a strength at every damn position and on the team, where it's like you're gonna have weak points. It just matters around like what's the philosophy. Like when we have these conversations about contracts and stuff, it's like what do you want your identity to be? What's the philosophy around the roster building?
Right.
And how does that affect
Man, you're on the drive-through.
What are we getting?
Spicy nuggets.
Spicy nuggets.
6.
So I don't know. I just want to say that piece. It's just like
I'm gonna remove them. I'm gonna remove them when they order their food. Man. It's private. It's private when you order your food late at night.
Right. We don't have to listen in on what fucking Will's getting for his lady friend.
but that
Spicy
still
nuggets.
to say like extending T is definitely like has to be done. Our philosophy moving
Has to
forward
be.
over the next 3 to 4 years, at some point you got to flip the identity of your team. You got to give
100%,
yourself
yeah.
Chiefs, because the Chiefs went from this team that averaged 30 plus points a game. They flipped it, and I would say their identity is more of a defensive team. Would you agree with that?
Oh, hell yes. This year, yeah.
The
for sure.
reason we're not already in the playoffs, Dustin,
Yeah.
like because
But
we
look how they
invested those
drafted. They
picks,
drafted
and
well.
that's why I'm still on fire, Lou. Because,
Yes.
like we invested the picks. We have
Yep.
spent. I know we've lost some dogs on that, and it's like that's the thing. You can never. All right, should we have kept Jesse Bates in hindsight? Yes. Should we have kept DJ Reader in hindsight? Yes.
Well, the Chiefs lost Snead. Like that's coaching. We're not devoid of talent. This whole damn we don't have talent on
Facts.
defense. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. I feel like
But play them early. Play them
We
often.
have invested in it, yes,
It's
and we don't play
coaching.
that. But that also falls back on Lou, or does that fall back on? Okay, does that fall back on Zach? Because I'm not against
Lou.
having any of these conversations.
Let's get rid of Lou this year and see how it goes next year. Like, okay, so my line is, and I'm going next year anyway, but Lou, just Lou.
Yeah, Destiny year is next year.
Yeah, I know. Lou makes me happy. Gotta get rid of Lou, and I'm happy. Get rid of Lou, and at this point, I'm back on sign T. I was always wanting to sign T. I just didn't see how it would work. And then recently, the way things have gone down with him switching agents, and then Joe talking about him, they're doing the captain thing.
Yeah, it's easy.
I
it's
really
easy
feel
to
like
do it.
I feel like the needle's moved like 90%. T's going to be here next year
I agree
under
with that.
contract. So
Yeah.
So who would replace Lou? Is
who
my
gives a
question.
fuck? Dale.
No,
Like-
no.
I mean, I'm
No,
just saying
no,
at this
no,
point,
I
this
agree
could
with
have
Dusty
changed.
on this.
I mean,
This is my
sure,
thing,
like Robert
Dusty.
Saleh.
And
I think
I've been a team
What-
fire Lou all season.
Me
But
too.
if you're
I'm
not
fire
going to
Lou,
get
but you
the
have
Robert Saleh, if you're not going to get the top of the top, to make sure you get a guy who is that good, because listen, you can say 1 year fix, 2 year fix. We have Joe Burrow, Jamar
It's
Chase,
now.
and we're
It's
paying T
now.
on offense.
Yeah.
I want a defense coordinator that can come in here and fucking change things immediately. And it is only like
Would
I've said,
Vrabel
I've said
or
Dennis
Saleh-
Allen. Well, Vrabel's getting a head coaching job. That's not
exactly. Would they take this?
It is a Robert Saleh. It is a one of one. You would almost have to have it worked out before you fire Lou. That's the thing. Like
That's my point. You have to have this guy in mind
you have
in
to. I hate that.
before you fire Luke, because right now it's win now. It's win now, and you have to. Zach either has to do one of two things: either you have to fire Zach, or Zach has to step up and say, "We're playing these guys. These are the guys we're playing. Lou, make this work for your defense." Or we're getting this defensive coordinator, and you're making it work, and that's a solid. And Vrabel is not going to. He's not going to take it. He's going to take a head coaching job. That's my
they're
point.
not firing Zach. Also, that's the
exactly.
thing.
They're not going to fire
I have
Zach.
always worked off the premise of the Bengals will not fire Zach.
They're not, and I agree with that. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. With
money wise, the Bengals will not fire Zach.
Exactly.
You took us to a Super Bowl. You took us back to an AFC champ. Joe Burrow did those things, but that's another conversation. But they're not. Zach isn't going anywhere.
It was.
So I don't entertain the fire Zach shit.
It was Joe, Jamar, and T that did that, and you can tie in Trey Hendrickson and maybe Jermaine Pratt with
Jesse Bates. Jesse Bates to the Super Bowl.
Jesse Bates is not there. Maybe Joe Mixon, maybe a Tyler Boyd, but all of them cuts were good cuts. That's fine. I'm fine with those cuts. The point is, what defensive coordinator is going to come in and do better than Lou?
Robert Saleh.
Honestly,
Robert Saleh is one.
If you don't,
one. It is
exactly.
literally like. And I'm going to get Dustin's opinion on this too. Dustin, for me, it's like because I do like. Listen, I've been fire Lou all season because someone has to be to blame when Joe Burrow is putting up a historical season as good as he is, and the defense just can't get us. They got to stop today. They got to stop today. I can't.
Yeah.
I
can't keep saying it, but.
Mm-hmm.
But who's making the calls on who's playing? That's my point. Is who's making the calls on? Is it Zach or is it Lou? On who's getting the snaps between Miles Murphy, like best player up?
I know you would think. Like I feel like the defense coordinator in this team gets the most say. And listen,
exactly.
I've been on that.
Robert Saleh would be a great pick.
So I would like, but Dustin, I want to get your thoughts on that.
Well, I'm actually very confident in the Bengals' ability to identify like up and coming coaches. Like for example, I shouted them out with this super chat, but Justin, is that me? Sorry,
I don't know.
I echoing.
Let me
Probably
try.
Santori.
No, that's
I'm gonna mute you for a minute, Santori, and let Dustin talk, and then I'll bring you back in.
But I was saying, we were able to pull that Vikings pass game coordinator over, and if you've seen like the route trees that he's put together for Chase, moving him into the slot and stuff like that, I just feel like Robert Saleh would definitely be a name I'm interested in. But then I would also like to kind of research it a little bit more to see like what other up and coming coaches, because I'm not confident Robert Saleh is not going to be like looking for a head coaching gig again.
But I think it's a perfect situation for him to come to the Bengals because if they fucking have a year like this year where it's 4-8, Robert Saleh should want to be here because guess what? He's been our interim coach.
Well, he should be able to see that all he needs to do is come in here and put together a defense. If we keep our offense next year, and he thinks he can come in here and put together a defense, come on, man.
But I don't want to gotta half-ass their job.
If we had that Robert Saleh defense from the 49ers this year, come the fuck on. The top seed would already be locked up.
Well, the Jets have been asked, but their defense has been good. Where Robert Saleh's been like, you can look up the stat. I posted the stats before. The defenses.
Yeah, but I'm with you on the. I feel like Lou's plan is very like as crazy as it sounds, I feel like he's like a great postseason coordinator.
But you got to get your team there, man.
I know. I'm saying, I'm giving him like.
I know. I agree. I'm not disagreeing, Dustin. Yeah. That's the problem.
That's the enigma with him, where it's like he can put together these amazing game plans for big games and stuff like that, but then when it comes to like
do it for the mid-ass games,
right?
Yeah, the consistency.
For put together the same defense you put together for the Chiefs every fucking game.
Yeah, the consistency is just not. It's just not there. And if you look, I mean, it's a results-based business. Like
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Well, to tell you the truth, the consistency, I mean, just honestly, was never there. And I'm talking about, like, even when we were on a heater and Lou was doing good, we were all calling him Ludini. It would be like the first half fucking sucked.
Well, it's
And then
playoffs.
Lou would do his magic.
It was the playoff runs.
I'm saying he would do his magic and he would come out Ludini and then the second half, the defense would be fucking great.
Or players made plays. I don't know.
Exactly. I don't know.
Which is also
I'm
like
just saying, I just don't feel like the defense has been consistent. I mean, we've had way better defenses, that's for sure, but it hasn't been consistent.
Yeah. And
it's a tough
I don't know.
Conversation.
Yeah, it's tough. It's
this
tough.
year.
Well,
I feel like mostly they're better the first half, and then the second half they come out and shit the bed.
I don't like to talk about other podcasters and like say their thoughts and this, that, and the other. But I will say, because the last time I did that was like this one guy, and well, that went badly. I was a racist and this.
Oh,
that, and the other.
yeah, I remember that one.
That was like 3 or 4 years ago. But I will say there's one guy who really defends Lou. So I'll just say it because this is who I am. So it's Malik Wright.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're right. I've seen him do it.
I don't necessarily think he's wrong. Like that. This is why, like, you know, I think Malik's scheduled to kind of come on our show sometime soon. And I want to have this conversation, but I'm also a person who's like, bro, my opinion, like, I am not so set in stone of my opinion that I will not listen to others' opinions and also watch what I see, and that can change.
Right.
The defense has played better.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I just someone has to be on the hook for this bad season.
Yes, please.
Like, no, I mean they do because
they'll be like, Marion Hobby, you're fired.
Chop, I like that you brought that up. I feel like it would be nice to have like a young infusion of talent within our positional coaches. So going back to Justin Riccati, a young guy, bright, brilliant ideas and stuff like that. I would love to bring in, at the very minimum, let's say Lou stays, let's bring in some different positional coaches just to infuse some new ideas, some breath of fresh air, some energy, like Frank, Marion Hobby. I'm not against, like, you know, people being older and stuff like that. Don't get it wrong. Like, I want some energy. I want some, like, you know, some new ideas. Like,
Jeff says, I don't give a fuck.
I don't care if I don't give a fuck how old they are,
they're
man.
older.
They can get some fucking 16-year-old kid to come in here or a fucking 170-year-old kid. I don't give a fuck if they run a good defense.
It's just the player development on the O line and the D line.
Yeah,
it's a problem.
It's non-existent.
It's a problem. You know.
Well, Marion Hobby, I thought you were setting up for this one, but Sindustrials will do it for you, Dustin. Fire Frank Pollock day one.
Day yesterday.
Listen, I know you can point at Mims, you can point at Orlando Brown, you can point at Alex Kappa, who has been asked for 2 years, but I'm sorry, the first 2 years he was one of our best linemen. Dustin, I'll say that to you too, who've been a openly hater of him. But you know what I'm saying, right? Like our line was so bad, we just needed some veteran, good, decent talent. But he has regressed so much.
Yeah.
And you saw it coming, and it happened.
Yeah.
So I will always give you that credit. But who has Frank elevated as an offensive line coach?
Yeah.
Like, just give me one, Dustin.
Yeah.
Give me one.
Can't name it.
Cordell Volson?
You're right.
I don't know. I mean, he's benched.
No, he was benched for Cody fucking Ford, who's
benched.
Right.
Hey, I hold on, timeout. I got to do this. Fuck you, bitch. I hope you had a terrible fucking Cody Ford birthday, you stupid fucking cunt. I don't know what her name is. Anybody know her name?
Stupid fucking cunt. That's her name.
The bitch who was like doing a victory lap, like in Cincinnati. She's a homie hopper. Like, she's dated like 4 NFL guys since Cody Ford. Cody Ford. Like, shut the fuck up, bitch. All you cared about was money. You ain't shit. Fuck you. Fuck you. Tia or something. Tia, fuck you.
Yeah, Tia.
Sorry.
Fucking cunt, bitch.
Did I go too
Stupid
far?
ass
You guys know who
bitch.
I'm talking about, though?
No.
I feel like
I
I'm
mean,
on
that's
an
that
island.
girlfriend that drug him through the fucking
Yeah.
Twitter thing, right?
Well,
Yes.
she was just always recording this shit and like, hey, he cheated. Hey, if you cheat, you're wrong. That's 100%. That's right. You're wrong.
Right.
But goddamn, I don't blame him for cheating. Honestly, she seems like a complete
I
cunt.
gotta tell you, man, if I had
Just
the
saying.
ass thrown at me like these NFL players, I'd be a fucking
Just
cheater.
saying, she
I ain't gonna
seems like a
lie,
bitch.
man.
Yeah,
Whoever said they all feel the same fucking lied. Or they only had one anyway.
If anybody's still listening to this show,
It says 129.
just shout out Cody Ford for like his ex being a bitch. Like Cody Ford fucking he didn't even play that great today, but I think his PFF grades will turn out well. But
I
just
like
shout
Antone.
out Cody Ford. Yeah.
Fixed to repair.
Bro, she's
daily is
mean.
basically
That's a
our
mean
O-line.
thing to do.
It has been.
I'm sorry. The world needs to heal. And it ain't gonna heal from bitches like this. It's just out to like your whole life is
She's
your
bitter.
whole life is trying to tear another person down.
She's bitter. He put her off the gravy train.
No shocker.
Oh yeah,
Bills.
here we
There you
go.
go.
Here we go. We got a whole name. Sorry, Dustin.
Tiana Robillard.
Yeah, Tiana fucking Gold Robber.
Yeah. Gold
Fucking-
digging Robillard.
Gold Snatcher.
Yeah.
Fucking all she's fuck that bitch.
Bitch,
I'm
get eating
sorry.
government cheese now. Fuck you.
No shocker. Burrow's having his best year when he starts dating a Victoria's Secret supermodel. You got to step your game up.
Oh my god.
You know what I mean?
That's
You
what,
got
hey,
Joe
he
Burrow
re-
just only dates Olivia's.
he
Which is
does
weird.
right. He's only dating Olivia.
Another Olivia.
I told my daughter's girlfriend, I was like, he only dates Olivia's. And she was like, I think your daughter's safe.
Do you guys think that
Look out.
fucking break-in was staged so that you remember? Did you hear that theory?
Hell
that
no, I
maybe
don't think a
he
break
called it in so that he would be forced to say he
acknowledge
was in a
her.
relationship with her. Yeah, I bet he's embarrassed. Like, yeah, I'm fucking that one.
Damn,
Oh,
that's
it
a good
sucks.
point. Could be
Sucks.
true.
I'm fucking her. Yeah.
No, dude, that's like a whole like international thief scheme thing going on. This shit runs pretty deep.
Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Yeah,
like,
I've seen it, but
yeah.
like that was happening before it happened to Burrow.
Yeah,
Like
happened
I
to,
see
Yeah.
yeah.
yeah. Mahomes.
I bet Burrow's got armed guards at that bitch now, though.
Well, he had it then.
Yeah.
Did he really?
It was an inside job, man. 9/11 wasn't real.
He had
Still
guards
being
at
filmed
that
out.
house
I'm sorry.
when it got broken into. Jesus.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
I didn't know that. Well, pretty soon here, man, he'll have the fucking Batmobile, and fuck them. They get in his driveway, he'll run them bitches over and shoot them up.
Vigilante.
That's
Yeah.
right. He's come to save our
Oh,
city.
Jerome
Off
said,
some
"Damn,
shitty
she got
football."
an ass." Who are we
Dude.
looking at? What are we looking at?
Joe Burrow, that girl is Sports Illustrated
She-
swimsuit model.
that girl did not have an ass. To be
No,
fair,
she didn't.
listen, I am
I
happily married.
personally
Almost
like a little
20
tiny ass.
years of happily married. But that girl did not have an ass.
I like a little ass. I like the sports model.
That girl didn't have an ass though.
That girl, as soon as I found out, like I looked her up and rubbed one off to her that night.
She had no ass.
Well, I rubbed
he
one
was
off to
evil.
the little tiny ass. she
Yeah, you
does
rubbed off to like no ass.
Well, whichever, man. Fucking, that was a 6 paper towel night, and usually it's only a 4 paper towel night.
6 paper
So,
towel.
yeah, I'm saying, man, she
You still
looked
got-
good.
Fucking cum bucket over there.
Fucking right.
Damn, cum bucket.
I know.
4 towels. Sheesh.
Six-
New
six
new
for
name
her.
for Chop. He's the mayor of the cum bucket,
Yeah,
Yeah.
6 for her.
not the chum bucket.
I mean, to be fair, the old Olivia.
Hey,
I'd
cum
looked up
bucket
pictures of
is
her
a new
too, and she was
T-shirt.
a-
Like
she was
the
a-
chum bucket. Like the. Come on, Chop. I'm trying to.
What is it you're saying? Uh-oh. What'd you say?
I said you could have a shirt that says the cum bucket, like the chum bucket from SpongeBob.
That sounds like a pretty good shirt, man. I could my new
You will
nickname.
sell 2
at
of
the-
those shirts.
I know, and I could wear that shirt, the cum bucket, and then people could start calling me at the games the cum dumpster instead of pork chop.
Well, I call you the cum dumpster. And,
Well, I
and
know, but I
Dustin,
was
Jesus
taking it
Christ.
public.
Our CEO is going to give us no money now that he's on here live with us. He's like,
Hey,
this is a
Jobu says Burrow loves the Olivia Beaver.
Jobu!
Looking Jobu.
I fucking love Jobu, man. We haven't lost a game since Jobu.
Olivia Beaver's the best head in the Batmobile. Yes. Oh, that is true, though. I did rub one off the Joe Burrow. But he's got really nice looking skin.
Yeah. He's a stud, dude.
Yeah, his skin product.
I wonder.
Fucking
This
on
is
point.
probably the gayest show of all time.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
he got up
okay with it.
he got up to 225 this year, right? Is that what he's at, or 230?
Who the fuck knows?
I was
Dude's
just
probably
wondering if
like
he's still-
210,
If
man.
he's still carrying that, you know?
He doesn't carry that weight. He really doesn't.
Yeah. Because he's taking a lot of hits. It seems like his durability is kind of improved.
Right?
You know what I mean?
Well, he talks about it though, Dustin. He talks about like, hey, I get hit, and what's demoralizing to other teams is when they hit the hell out of me, I just get back up.
Yeah,
I
right.
just get back up and walk back to the huddle.
Yeah.
He's like, and it defeats them.
Yeah.
Or he
since
like
I've seen
jokes with
that-
him when he's
since
on the
I've seen
ground.
that though, I watch him do it, and I'm like, he's right. Dude is 101. I can't say 101.
It's also like
I'm
an
gonna-
element of
I'm
like,
gonna say something that people don't like. Patrick Mahomes is also 101.
yeah.
I don't disagree with that, man. Patrick Mahomes is an incredibly talented quarterback. I mean, to tell you the truth, like for us to be alive and watch watch football right now, the NFL right now with quarterbacks in it, like
Just
I mean,
enjoy
these
it.
quarterbacks in the
Josh
AFC.
Allen.
Come on, man. You got Joe Burrow, you got Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen's fucking
Lamar Jackson. Yeah,
Yeah.
Lamar, Dustin. You're right.
You already know I'm going to bring up my fucking Homer boy because he's going to be good for years to come. Jaden.
Oh, yeah, Jaden.
I'm
Jaden.
just saying, like, this is a great time to watch football, the NFL, because we have really got some special talented fucking quarterbacks going on right now. I don't
Jobu
know how
says
you get better.
Burrow is 110 pounds.
Oh, dog.
It's all dong and sack. Fuck right.
Jobu's
200 of that is dong and sack,
Fucking
and 10
Jobu,
pounds
man.
is the rest of Joe.
Who's got the biggest?
Jobu may be the greatest fucking. No offense, Dustin. Dustin Croft is the CEO.
Right.
Dustin, am I allowed to say this, that Jobu is the greatest commenter?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay, Jobu, you're the greatest commenter.
The greatest of all time.
Because Dustin is now part of the show.
Industries. Listen, the Olivia is hotter, but Jake Browning, you guys already know, man. I talk about it all the time. Jake Browning's girlfriend can't wait to show them titties off all the time.
Oh God, chop!
Go to her
Stop
fucking
it.
IG. She is constantly like, check these titties out. Always got the side titty, the top titty, the bottom titty. If you put all the pictures together, you can get a complete titty picture. Stephanie something or another, I think her name is.
Well, this went our professionalism.
I know. Well,
Did
we
we
got to
have
get Jake on the
professional-
show sometime and ask him because he's motorboated them titties.
Like, which one do you like? Top,
Left.
side, or bottom? Like, what's your favorite position of the titty that pops in your face?
Oh, any position that I can see the titty.
Well, it's not a question for you. It's a question for Jake.
Oh,
Brown.
for Jake. Yeah, we need to line up some questions. Get him on here. We'll get him on here and then just barrage him with questions about his girlfriend's titties because she wants to show him. Go to her IG. People think I'm talking shit. Go to her
I'm
Instagram.
not. I don't do IG.
And you will see
I
this
don't do
woman
that. Nope.
loves to show them boobies
Nope.
off.
She's like an actress and stuff as well, Chop. She's like
Is she really?
She performs at a bunch of Cincinnati
Well,
places.
she performed for Chop.
She can come perform
Little
right
Chop
here in
also
Delhi.
performed.
Burrito.
Dale and Dusty, did you see Travis Hunter just declared that he's just going to focus on cornerback?
Duh.
Well, he's not going to just focus on cornerback, to be
No.
fair. But I have never not ranked him at cornerback in the draft guide. And everyone said, he'll be a wide receiver.
No, he won't.
He'll do this because that's more money. And I'm like,
What's his comp as a corner? What do you comp? Like, what's
good question.
because there was a game last year he was getting ate up by
Sauce.
Stanford wide receiver. Do you remember that game last year?
Yeah.
And like, there was a couple games this year where I felt like there was some receivers getting separation.
I've seen it a few times, but he is very good. Like if he strictly focuses on it and is not playing 80 snaps a game, I will give him his credit on that.
I think he's going to get a lot.
Dustin, I'll be honest, I am not going to even pretend to give a comp right now because I do think he is my corner one. He's my corner one. Will Johnson is right there with him.
Johnson a lot.
I know, but Will Johnson got hurt this season. And so I have Will Johnson above him, to be fair. I had Will Johnson ahead of him. Everybody's shitting on Will Johnson like he ain't good anymore.
I know. It's weird.
I'm like, he's very fucking good.
Look at that tape against Marvin Harrison Jr.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he was just that's another I'm watching this.
I wanted to see him against Jeremiah. Listen, I know, hey, Michigan. I don't call them the team up north anymore. I call them Michigan. You've been beating the Ohio State ass.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this though. Someone earlier in the comments said something about don't give me a corner first round or whatever. And I personally would love to have a tackle. I personally want a 3-tech, and then my second position, if it's not that, I want the edge. But
yes,
if they got
my third position is Tyler Booker. It's not even a guard. It's Tyler Booker from Alabama.
I'm saying they're not going to get Travis Hunter. He's going to pick way before we pick. But let's just say that that's the kind of pick, and we did get a corner like Travis Hunter. Are you mad at that pick? Can you be upset at that?
Jesus Christ.
I would always take a shutdown corner.
Fuck yes, that's what I'm saying.
It's half the field. You could do so much. So Bill Parcells, he had this quote one time. I'm going to have 2 lockdown corners because I could send more than you can block. So that's another like philosophy thing, how your defense to be structured.
I don't want to be a dick right now, but I'm going to be a dick right now.
Be a dick.
So that question kind of pissed me off because I'm so in tune with the draft. Of how talented players are. Travis Hunter does not get out of the top 5 picks.
Oh yeah, I already know that. I know that.
So, let's say you I don't entertain thoughts like that. To think,
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, he's a top 5 pick. Gone, done. Like, because my thoughts are totally different when it comes to Travis Hunter. It's like, do I put him at 1? I have 3 players in the top 3, and it's not going to change. I will say this right now. It's not going to change.
Well, it probably already changed.
The order can change. The 3 players aren't going to change.
Didn't it change when Perkins said he was committing back to LSU next year?
No. Nope. I told you should go back to school, and he did. I was right again. But sometimes you got to suck your own dick.
That's right. I also agreed. I wanted him to go back, but for selfish reasons.
No, but Mason Graham's my number 1 right now. Travis Hunter's my number 2. Travis Hunter is most people's number 1. I get it. Abdul Carter's my number 3. I think he's a lot of people's number 3 now. But this has been my top 3 for like 2 months. That's the funny part.
Okay.
It's all circled around that. Everyone agrees with that.
So using that theory, if we went out and got Mason Graham instead of a tackle, would you be pissed off?
Mason Graham is a defensive tackle.
Huh? Oh, who the fuck am I thinking of? Oh, never mind. Go ahead. That's right. Never mind.
Real talk. Starks is going to be probably where the Bengals draft, like in the middle of the draft.
No.
You don't
think
so?
My answer is no.
He going to be out of the top 10? Or you're saying you don't want him?
No, my answer is no as drafting him.
Yeah.
Because I do think it will come down to, do you take this Malachi? It's just the whole thing still with taking a safety in the first fucking round. I can't fucking do it.
Where do you think Walker for Georgia will fall? Jalen Walker. He could be a middle.
Yeah, he's a linebacker / edge. If he was strictly an edge, he's in my top 15.
I like him.
I like him too, but he's played linebacker this year. It's kind of like Abdul Carter, you know. Abdul
Yeah.
Carter is in my top 3, but he played linebacker before this season, full-time edge this season. Fucking balled out, showed exactly what I knew he would show. Sometimes you can just see it, you know? You can just fucking see it.
I was going back and forth with you on Abdul Carter. Then I watched him against SMU, and I was like, "Oh, Dale's right." He has an arsenal of like pass rush moves that are just like, damn, this dude's only like 21 or 20 years old.
He
Wow.
shouldn't be as advanced as he is, but it was transitioning from linebacker, and it's like he could have went back to school another year, but it's like this guy ain't going back. He is fringe top, like my number 1 player. You know, it's been that way. I'm gonna suck my own dick again. If Crypt Keeper's watching, I'm gonna suck my own dick again.
You know what,
Man,
Dale? I'm gonna real quick suck your dick too, because here I am sitting
I really-
up here.
I really know a lot of shit about the draft guy.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know shit about the draft, man. When the off season starts, I start digging into the draft. So if you're like me, you don't know shit about the off season. Dale does a draft guide for our charity project Game Day that we're associated with, and he updates it like weekly, if not weekly. Like, I mean, you might get an update 3 days later. It might be 2 weeks, but it's
might be
constantly
once
updated.
a month. Like I try to not overwhelm people.
Most draft guides come
a lot
out
of
like
times I don't send updates because I don't want people to be like, "Oh, this guy just sends an update every week." So I wait.
But
I
a lot
wait
of
once
a
a
lot
month.
of draft guides only come out like a month before the draft, if that. You know what I mean?
2
So
weeks.
if
yeah.
you're like me, and these guys, Dustin and fucking Dale, are talking, I don't know who the fuck are they talking about.
That's
know
why
what I'm saying?
Dustin's my new draft guy. By the
That's
way,
what I'm saying. So get the draft guide. All you have to do is go to Project Game Day, where we're on Twitter, we're on Facebook, we got PayPal, Venmo, every different social media thing, and make a minimum donation of $5, and you'll get this draft guide. And all the updates come with it for included in your minimum $5 donation. And then the charity's awesome. We just sent 2 people some disabled kids to the game today, and it was freaking awesome. So
love it. Yeah, it's great.
make a donation, get the draft guide. Dale I think last year got like 83 out of his top 100 were drafted in the top 100. So
it was like top of the top.
I mean, it's very competent. The information in there is fucking solid. I can't say it enough. Like, I got some go-tos, and Dale is my top go-to when it comes to the draft because he's on it. He's living the draft. He's got a big board for the 2025 season in college. I guarantee it, don't you, Dale?
No, it's called a 2026 watch list because I call
there
them a
you
watch
go.
list, and
love it.
there's probably 300 plus players in my watch list, and I've watched a lot of them already. To be fair,
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like, Dale's
it's a fucking sickness. I don't like to promote it.
Right.
You should.
But I do want to say what I know about the draft. Like, listen, form your own opinions if you like the draft. But I swear you will not find more prospects.
No. How many prospects you got right now in the draft guide? Last year there was over 300.
Okay. See, that's a loaded question because how many do you have in the draft guide? As in, how many do you have full scouting reports for? About 350, about 350 prospects for this draft. I also have about 150 more names that are on the list that are like, hey, just missed out / if they ball out in the Senior Bowl, this, that, and the other, I'm going to watch them more and add them. And some of them might have scouting reports for it. That's kind of sad. It's kind of sad. But I love this shit, man.
You should
Should I apologize for loving something and doing it and trying? But man, it kind of sucks at the same point in time because you pour your whole entire heart out to something. And listen, I will never regret raising $200 for Project Game Day. But I feel like it should be a lot more than that. I mean, because it's $5 a piece. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Like,
so do
that's
I,
what
dude.
I've raised. But
I
I know
know
the draft, a lot of people don't even start the draft, you know? But it's like, man, this is a year-round thing. Give me $5, you get it all year. Like, just give me your email. Like, I don't know. I'm also going to be doing a couple draft shows. I don't know, man. I don't know. Man.
Well,
I love this shit. I work hard at it.
Yeah.
You're good at it too.
Hey, what obviously I'm the one that kind of always brings up like the NFL as a whole, and sometimes I'm concerned with it. My question for you, as you put together like these draft guides, which are freaking awesome, what's like a trend you're seeing like in prospects? Are you excited about the players moving into the future? Are you seeing them come better developed? Like, what are you kind of seeing year over year that is like? It seems like this year there's a lot of tackles out there, so maybe the offensive line development's coming back around a little bit. Just kind of wondering what you're seeing in terms of trends and stuff.
No, that is 100% question for you, Dustin, by the way, because you always, I'm going to give at Dustin Croft, the CEO of Bengals and Brews, the credit he deserves for keeping this show going.
Yes.
100%. But, man, I think I like to look at loaded classes, and loaded classes for the last 3 years, because the trend of college football, which does translate to the NFL, is corners and wide receivers.
Mm-hmm.
It does. Offensive line play is not good.
Right.
But I will say defensive line play, which now those guys are making big money, which makes the O-line guys, it's not a good O-line class. I will say that right now. Especially tackles, but I feel like the Bengals have their tackles. That's the thing. When I talk about this, I talk about it generally, not just about the Bengals. I think it's a good interior O-line class. But I think this class, I think it is deepest. I know that wasn't your question, but something I've been thinking about. Edge fucking rushers are deep in this class.
Oh,
Love
yeah.
it. I agree with that from what I'm seeing.
I mean, I don't know anybody that has studied this class a little bit, and I know a lot of people will more, but this has to be the deepest edge class I've seen in, Jesus, since I've been really doing it. Like, I will say that. I'll stand on it.
I also feel like there's a lot of like hybrid players too that could
That's true. But I'm okay with it. The Nick Bonitos, which I know didn't work out today for Nick Bonito for the Broncos since they were playing the Bengals, but motherfucker is very good. He's a hybrid ass. He's a linebacker body build, but his playing type is edge.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of those, man. Donovan Ezerique, Mike Green from Marshall.
Oh.
Get familiar with those names. I know you are, Dustin, but you know.
I need to.
Mike Green was punishing Fryer from Ohio State when they played earlier this year.
Dude, he's just a good football player.
Yeah.
I didn't know if he'd come out because he's a redshirt sophomore. He's a transfer from Virginia Tech. He's like, no, I'm going to cash in on this. Yeah, I might be a first-round pick. He might. If he slides to the end of the first, it wouldn't shock me at all.
Who?
But I got him top of the second is where my rating is. There's guys I'm not impressed with.
Are you talking about the guy from Marshall, top of the second?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mike Green. But there's guys I'm not that impressed with. Landon Jackson, Jack Sawyer. Listen, I'm a Buckeye fan. Jack Sawyer, JT Tuimoloau.
What do you think Pierce's play kind of fell off a little bit this year? He wasn't as productive as, and I think he was taking up a lot of double teams.
I was gonna say he wasn't as productive, but I don't think his play fell off as I've watched their games.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, I didn't see what his pressure numbers. Maybe he was still being.
Oh, they were good. They were great.
I stand corrected then.
I would love to see Omar Norman Lott against Ohio State. That, as a Buckeye fan, I was like, why is this dude not playing? Like, but I'm like, I love that we're kicking their ass, but
I like Walter Nolan too a lot.
don't get me started. Everyone knows.
You posted something about him, so I
posted a lot about him. He's been the guy I put my fucking reputation out there for.
Bro,
What about Zay Alexander from LSU?
Who?
From LSU. Who?
Zay Alexander. He's a cornerback.
Yeah.
Oh, Zai, yeah.
Or Zai.
Yeah, I got him as like a
Probably like a
second
fourth
guy.
round dude.
No, I got him as a second round guy. I think he's a fucking lockdown. He's played great this season. I think he's a dog. He's got the dog in him. But if he goes in the fourth, it wouldn't surprise me either. He's an older prospect. He's like a fifth year guy, I think. Bounce around a little bit. All right, I'm talking too much. I gotta check on my dog.
Yeah, I'm gonna. Houday, thanks for putting the link up, Dale. Nice talking to you, Chop.
Well,
Yeah,
Dustin, we're going to do a show, man.
Yeah.
We're doing a show right now.
We're
no, but we're going to do a fucking prospect show.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna do a prospect show. We got the dude BYU.
So like and subscribe.
BYU to House, Colorado. God damn. What? That was pretty funny. Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, the bowl games have been amazing. Like, they've been awesome. But
oh,
yeah.
I seen Kobe Bryant as a dog.
Yeah.
Yeah. The fucking Kansas corners, man. It's not just Kobe Bryant, by the way.
But I thought Kobe Bryant came from Cincinnati.
No, that's a different one.
He's for
Oh, yeah.
Then it's safety.
Let's find a Devin Weatherspoon in the draft this year.
Right.
That'll be our Hilton replacement for Seattle.
Well, wait a minute. You think they're not going to sign Hilton?
I don't know what the fuck we're gonna do.
Yeah, I know. I don't think anyone does.
Yeah.
But Kobe Bryant is a dog, naughty. But the guy I'm higher on than Kobe Bryant, I got him very similar. Like I literally have them like within 2 picks of each other. But I got to watch more tape. Is Melo Dotson from Kansas. Melo Dotson is a fucking dog too. Just got to say that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is Dusty really wearing a tiger stripe thong in front of the fireplace?
I wish I was.
All right.
That's just on Sundays.
Dustin, you getting off here? I got to pee. I love you, brother.
Man. I appreciate that. I love you guys. Have a good night.
You too, man.
Yeah.
See you Monday.
See ya. Bye.
Bye.
Chop.
Yeah.
Dusty, you guys gonna be here a minute? I gotta fucking check on my dog / pee.
You should just get like a bucket under your desk and just pee in it.
I'm not gonna do that.
Bottle.
A bucket.
A bucket or some Gatorade. Either of the two.
Well, I mean, if you drink all the Gatorade, then you don't want to get the lemon lime Gatorade because once you piss in it later on, who knows, you might pick it back up.
Chop, what was it like finding out that we was related?
Me and you?
Yeah, when you saw my brother the other day.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Like, well, I always figured I had long lost relatives that I never met before, and we could go out and I'm looking forward to the family reunion from now on.
Yeah, I talked to my mom about it, and I showed her a picture, and she said, "No, it doesn't look recognitional." So,
Oh well, I didn't look this good back then. I'm like a good, nice, fine wine. I've aged very well, and I didn't have the spectacles.
that could be it.
Look,
That could be the difference.
show her this one.
I'll screenshot it.
There you go.
I told my brother. I was like, "Geez," I was like, "I didn't realize you and Chop had the same beard."
That's
And
right.
and I was like, "You know what? He might be your dad." And then we walked over and said, "What's up?"
Right. That's right. I've met lots of my sons. Anthony, your brother. What's your brother's name?
Brody.
Brody, yeah. Anthony, Brody. I think there's a security guard at work. I'm pretty sure I might be his dad. And he's been to our tailgate. So I don't know, man. I got around back in the day. I'm just glad that everybody's over 18, so I don't know any child support.
Yeah, he's well over 18.
I can't be paying on all that shit.
No. So the Browns game was it was fun. That's where I was at.
Oh yeah.
That was a big win that
Yeah.
you might not have talked of. That was a must win, I think. Well,
We're all must wins now, right?
100%. 100%. It was a must win game, and it feels overlooked by just they just went out and did what they needed to do. Today, there was a lot of just back and forth, wanting to take it. Was you at the game? I'm assuming.
Yeah, it was. I would have rather seen a game like last week out there, just fucking kicking the shit out of them. But I mean, I'm glad
Just
to
go
get the
take
win. To tell you the
Yeah,
truth,
but this was a fucking over 500 team. We finally beat one.
yes, I also did. My thoughts about the game. I wasn't here earlier, but I felt like Joe was getting his ass kicked, and I do feel like he made a lot of bad passes.
He had happy
Did you
feet.
feel so?
Like he did not get an interception this game, but there were a lot of especially when he was thrown into Jamar. He threw it over him or a little, behind him. I thought Joe was a little.
Joe had happy feet, and Jamar dropped passes. Let's call it what it is.
Well, Jamar, that was the big
Those
thing.
things all happen. They're still great.
Everybody gets an off game, so I'd rather have it this one, and we got it out of the way because beat Pittsburgh. So, I mean,
your biggest playmaker.
I also have a monetary
$100 bet against Tyler.
200 because their record's better. So the only thing I can do is if we win, at least the one cancels out the other. Because
true.
What's their record? We can't catch the record. Don't they have like 11 wins or something?
If we could catch a record, they'd be in the conversation.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So all I can do is not break even for the year, but break even on that one day.
Jamar's drop in the end zone was pretty rough on that third
terrible.
Jamar, that was pretty bad.
Okay, so on TV, I thought he was looking for his celebration.
I thought he looked away. I didn't know about celebration, but I did see that like soon as that ball touched his gloves, he looked away. So he didn't watch that ball all the way in. He would have been.
He was 100% thinking about something else. He wasn't thinking about getting hit. He wasn't over the middle. It was on the sideline. It's a toe tap. He does that. Him and Joe have that.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't even a toe tap. He had plenty of room.
But no, you're right. But you know what I'm saying, Dusty. Tell me if I'm wrong. I know a lot of people listen? We won, so it doesn't matter. But
Joe Boo's right. It's that Olivia Beaver. He's got him on his mind's half blown.
But I really thought Jamar was looking for the celebration there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I do. I think he was like, oh, this is it right here. Touchdown number 40 for Joe. We're going to celebrate, whatever. But Joe also made a lot of bad throws. And on my show earlier, and I don't like shouting out my show or anything like that. But
yeah, shout it out.
No, fuck it, Bengal Army.
But Chris was at the game and he was talking about it. And he said, Joe. Obviously, Joe's great. He's the GOAT. We want him to get the MVP. But he said there was multiple plays where it seemed like he held on to the ball too long. He made some bad throws. And I think that's something to kind of look at today.
He took a lot of sacks.
I think there was a couple times he could threw the ball away. And and maybe he held on to it a little too long. There was one play since Chalk was at the game, where he got sacked. I don't know if you remember this one. I think it was a third down. He was kind of rolling out and he got tangled up and he threw the ball. Or he was getting ready to throw it and he ended up taking the sack. Do you remember that one? It looked like he had an opening.
No.
He does not.
Okay, it doesn't matter. Joe Burrow does Joe Burrow things. Tonight, I don't think Joe had his best game.
No.
I really don't. I think Joe could have had a much better game. He did have a great game. They came back and won the game. But overall, I think there was moments he did things that we would expect a little more of, and I think he expects more of too.
You know what? You're right. He's probably his own worst critic, and I didn't watch his press conference yet, but I was looking for him on that sideline to be upset with his own play because our fucking red zone offense sucked, and I felt, I got Industry's comment up here because I'm same thing. Like our quarterback throws 3 touchdowns, or was it 4 touchdowns?
He threw 3 to Jamar, or 3 to T, I know.
Oh, and he rushed 1. Yes. So
yeah.
So he does 4 touchdowns because he's a rushing touchdown, plus he throws 3 touchdowns, gets over 400 yards. And I'm still saying he had an off day. He did.
It wasn't exactly. And that's us being super what would you call that? Just almost overprivileged or whatever. Like we're used to him being better than what he is. Today, I think Joe would have a lot of plays back if he could. I think there was a lot of opportunities.
100%. Joe is a perfectionist, man. He doesn't settle for. He's going to celebrate the win, but I feel like after his game today, he's probably like going to watch the tape. Like, what the fuck went wrong with me today? And he's got to have that shit together for this week, man, because this is a divisional game. It matters to us. I wouldn't mind if they made our game later because it's either we're in or we're out, you know what I mean? And all the other pieces fall in place, and then just leave it 100% on our team to go out there and win a spot. That would be optimal for me, but that's not the way I see it going down.
Bengals always got to make it interesting.
In the NFL too, man. What I'm saying is going to happen is that the Bengals are going to win out, and then one of the games that we have to count on is going to be the last game that's played on the 5th, right? And all the other pieces are going to fall in place. It's just going to depend on that, and then that shit's going to go down to the wire, and there's going to be a last-minute field goal that fucks us.
I don't care. Like, can I say I don't care? Like I just wanted to win. Like, you can't worry about, we need the Colts
you're right.
to lose.
I'm just saying
that's. I just
feel like
wanted to see us compete. And Chop, you were there, so tell me if I'm wrong. On TV, it felt like a playoff atmosphere.
It felt like that inside the stadium, man. It was loud as fuck.
Like it came through on the TV, and I was very proud of Bengals fans for showing up and showing out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's out loud.
Fucking Bengals got us all fired up.
Just fucking win. Like that's the first team over 500 we beat, and we were 4-8. Now we're 8-8. That shit matters to me. I don't care. It's not a Mike Tomlin record.
The other thing is, at least if we beat the Steelers, we have a winning record. It's not a losing record, which will make me probably keep everybody here.
Yeah.
Hey, I got to shout out to Ross. Old Ross says Dusty has a good show over at Bengals Army.
Yeah,
Ross is always on there. I don't do a lot of shout outs, but Ross is always on there, and I appreciate you, Ross, just so you know, buddy. But
I mean, sometimes you don't know because he's incognito.
And if you get to know Dusty as a person, I said this on this show, I'll say it again on mine. 12 years military, Dusty?
We don't have to do that, but yeah.
No, I know. I know we don't have to do that.
Yep, 12 years between me, Chris, and Tony. It's around 35, 40 years.
It's pretty incredible. 3 guys that do that show.
Yeah.
35, 40 years. I only know
Yeah.
Dusty. I go on because of Dusty. I
Look at
show
this thing,
up
Dusty.
when Dusty asks me to show up. I try to show up for Dusty.
I'll tell you what, Chris and Tony are kind of jerks, so
Fuck,
Yeah,
I
that's
would only
fair.
go on for me too.
fuck them guys. You
But
see
I'm
this
gonna
thing,
say what I was
Dusty?
gonna say earlier. Dusty, my mom was in a hospital bed, bro. My mom was in a bed at my house, and I was struggling. Done lost my dad. Like, these are facts. Like, and we felt you listen to the Clark Harris episode, whatever. Like,
Touch
bro,
my soul.
that touched me, and I was like, dude, that means a lot to me because I'm going through some shit, you know? And then me and Dusty, like, hey, link up on the phone. We talk on the phone for probably 3 or 4 hours. And, dude, it meant a lot.
Well, it's just funny because it's the most random thing. Like I can literally remember me driving home from work one day and just turned it to like YouTube, and there was a random Bengals show on, and I was like, oh, I listened to this before, and I started listening to it, and it was the funniest thing I've ever heard. If nobody's listened to the Clark Harris episode, which was probably 2 years ago, and it
I
was,
know.
I mean,
Not long
it
after
was
we started.
hilarious.
It's still my favorite episode, to be fair. Don't listen to any episodes after.
That show went on for probably 2 hours, at least from the point I listened to it.
It was
was about
3+
2
hours. Yeah.
And I started listening, and I just randomly messaged. I didn't know if Dale had 10,000 subscribers, 100,000, or 1,000 or whatever. And I was just like, man, that was the funniest damn thing I've heard in a long time, and it was just good to the soul. It was a good show, and I didn't know Dale. I didn't know. I just knew Bengals
know
and
you.
Brews, and I messaged the Bengals and Brews, and I said, I think word for word was almost, hey, that was one of the funniest things I've heard, and I needed that today. You guys keep doing good things, or something along those lines. And Dale messaged me back, and I was like, oh shoot, this dude. I don't know who he is, and we started talking and became good buddies. But that Clark Harris episode, I will recommend anybody that needs a good laugh, go back and listen to that episode because it was awesome. And it during the time, it couldn't happen. That's why God's good, buddy. God's good because I needed that.
That is great.
God's great, and I needed
Well,
that
Chop
right at
don't
that
like
moment.
this. Chop safety.
Yeah, God's good.
That's fine, Chop. I'll talk to you offline, buddy. But I'll tell you, I can preach with the best of them. But that right there was something I needed, and I think Dale probably needed it too. I'm not going to take all the credit, but it spanned out a little more, and that's kind of a part of me wanting to do more stuff like community relations. And I'm not going to get too deep in it, but if anybody has community stuff and they want to do it, like, let me know. I'll do my best to help out in whatever way. I know Dale and Pork Chop, and everyone else in Bengals and Brews, Derek and Greg, and everyone else involved in Project Game Day has done really good things. So I would like to be involved in community relations in different things. So that
I
touches
told
my
you
heart.
it's never been about us, Bengals and Brews. It's never been about us being part of Project Game Day. Which, shout out Matt, shout out Joe, shout out Jimmy, shout out everybody that's done all that. Like, it is never about that, but it's about the people you meet in life, and it's about the God, Buddha, karma, whatever. Like, God, I'm preaching on a freaking stream at 11:26 p.m.
But it's about the people you can touch, and you guys.
No, it's about the people. It's about the people you meet too, and you don't. Sometimes it's as simple as that. Like, I will say this: a Pork Chop. He's probably had a few calls from me. in my lowest points of my life, the one of my first calls, and I've only known this guy for a couple years, is usually the pork chop. Usually sets me back on a path that he doesn't even know he set me on.
No.
Like, he's just a good dude. The people you meet come in your life for a reason.
Yep.
And, don't turn away from that.
I believe that.
Because there's times I've wanted to turn away from that. I'm like, fuck these motherfuckers. Fuck them all. Like, I'll say that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like you. I'm like, what the fuck? I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like how these people are nice to me. I don't like this.
Right.
Been there.
All happens for a reason, man.
Everything happens for a reason, man. And I guess my final thing to say is, Dale came into my life in a good time. Pork chop, every time I've seen you guys at the tailgate and stuff, super just welcoming and nice guy. Being nice and being kind to people.
Oh, that's free. That's free.
Yeah.
It's free. Regardless of what you think, believe, and all this stuff, kindness goes a long way. And
that's what I
it goes all the way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Life's too short to fucking hate people. You know what I'm saying?
And to be a dick.
Except for Roman Suter. Fuck that guy.
And the Steelers. Like, fuck them.
And the Steelers. The Steelers and Roman Suter. Fuck them.
That's a different story.
The rest of them, and mostly Roman, fuck that guy. The Steelers run as a close second. But I agree, Dusty. But also fuck Roman Suter. Go ahead.
But man, I have met people that I will be friends with my entire freaking life.
Exactly. I was just thinking the other day, Dale.
It's weird, isn't it? It's
weird. It's fucking weird, man, because
it's weird.
Look, our age difference doesn't show a whole lot right now, but it's like me and fucking John. I'll be like fucking 80. You'll be like 50 something, 59 or 60. I'll be fucking old as fuck, man. And you'll be pushing me in a wheelchair to the fucking game sometime or whatever. But, and my whole, my best friends right now are, everybody's in their 30s and 40s, and I'm fucking 52. I'm the older guy. But don't worry, I don't give it out any good, wise advice because I don't have any of that shit. But I'll give you life experience.
John plays the funny, dumb guy, the former jock, the former, I shaved my I had a woman shave my pubes on radio.
I did.
If you haven't listened to these stories, they're all there.
Yeah, they're all in these episodes. You got some catching up to do. But I'm just saying, like this.
But real talk, Chop is a real one.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you. I pretty much just love everybody.
I don't want to get into it, but I hadn't. My wife wanted to leave me. I said I'm done. I can't do this. I'm so tired of having. I feel like a burden on my children, on my wife, on everything. It's just not going to work out. And you said, hang in there.
Yeah.
Hang in there.
You just got to ride the storm. If that's what you want, just ride the storm and be your best you. You know what I'm saying?
But you always
can't
had
control
me.
Other people's thoughts. You can only control yourself.
But you always had me. You always had me as a friend, man. You might downplay that. You always had me in that way. Like Dusty, you always had me in that way. Like, that's whatever puts you in this path of life. Find your people, find a purpose. And also, as Foxy says, fuck Cody Ford's ex-girlfriend.
Her, Roman Suter.
Fuck that bitch. Sorry. Had to fucking break.
Fuck them all.
Had to break up the fucking emotional moment to be like, fuck that.
They don't get lube when you're
What's her name? Like Tia something?
Tatila, the dumb fucker bitch.
Listen, Tia, you've been homie hopping on every athlete ever since you lost Cody. You lost Cody. No, you were only with Cody Ford because you thought it was a path to fucking money. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I'm sorry.
Hey, remember people said he dropped the bag? He didn't drop the bag. He made the right choice.
Yeah.
And it's showing right now.
He's
He made
probably
the right
very
choice.
happy in his personal life.
So did Joe, because that new girlfriend's hot AF.
Shame got ass, but that's a whole nother story. I just want Joe to be. I want Cody Ford to be. Listen. Even that girl, listen. Cody Ford cheated on her. I get it. You're mad, but now your whole life is like, how can I curse him? How can I curse the Bengals?
She lived.
That's
You know
weird,
what? It's
man.
it's the Bengals fan base and the Kansas City Chiefs fan base. We live in their fucking head rent free.
But that's weird.
That's what he's living in her head rent free.
But she was always like, he was a backup on our team, you know?
Yeah.
And like, the only thing she was like, I'm going to put it on TikTok and make people love me. I want to make him put on his jersey in the kitchen when all dude wanted to do was eat a fucking egg sandwich or something.
I didn't even
like,
see any of those
chill
videos,
out,
man. Like I said, I'm old.
She was never the one.
No. Not if you're going to act like that. That just proves you're not the one.
And she has done nothing but prove that she was never the one. Cody Ford, you cheated on her. I ain't going to say cheating's good, but gosh damn it.
I mean, we can see
that
why,
bitch
right?
probably deserved it.
We can see why.
Should I say that? I probably
Right
shouldn't say that.
Got
All
you.
right, don't say that out loud, Dale. Keep it in your inner thoughts. Don't say that bitch probably deserved it out loud. All
right. I didn't hear you say that at all. Write it down.
I did not say
Write it down so you don't have to say. You just write
in
it
the notes.
Fuck you, man. I hated Cody Ford as a player, and now I'm a Cody Ford defender because I'm
shit.
Hey, how did you feel about Cody Ford?
Olivia said
How
she's
did you feel about him in the
also.
draft, though? Because a lot of people had Cody Ford going to the Bengals years ago. In the second round, he got picked in the second round. Cody Ford
he went to
was
the
not
Bill.
a bad prospect.
He was drafted the Bill. I wanted Cody Ford in the second round. I ain't gonna lie.
Look at this though. Sindustry says that Joe's new girlfriend says she's bi, so they'll be bringing in other people.
She works for him.
She does work for him. She sure does. And guess what? I've had some women working for me
don't
too.
Be putting out
I had women working for me in Amsterdam.
Hey, this former fucking swimsuit model works for me.
Yeah, right.
She works that dick.
Yeah, and I bet she is freaky. Oh yeah,
I guarantee she.
I bet she'll suck on your big toe.
All right, back to God.
Football.
Oh my God.
Football.
MVP. So, game balls.
So how many? Hold on. How many game balls do you guys think they should? Sorry, Chop. I know Chop's looking at me crazy because I'm
not. I'm like,
he's looking at me because I'm
gonna go get something out my fridge, but I'm listening. Go ahead.
I just want to know how many game balls. Do you think it's a little outrageous? How many? Like Zach seems a little too like giving for things. I think it needs to be a little more demanding. Like, oh, you did something that's really worth this. It needs to be worth it. Do you think he gives too many?
No, I get what you're saying. I've seen that. I've seen the discourse of that.
It's a lot of game balls.
It is a lot of game balls. It doesn't bother me personally. I'm like, honestly, shout out your dudes for doing well. You know?
Yeah.
Like, hey,
but man, you think it makes it worth less?
It's like it almost feels like a participation trophy type thing.
Right.
I get it. Like I get both sides. But I don't know, man. There's something about Zach Taylor that I just can't quit.
I like Zach. I do. I like.
Well, I've been. Okay. I haven't watched the Hard Knocks, but I've seen some of the clips and put shit in context, and I'm like, okay, yeah, he's the. I think he balances out Joe well. That's all I care about, honestly.
Right.
Joe is an insane maniac serial killer.
He is.
He is. Well, who was it? That one guy said that
it was his ninth grade or his when 9 years old. His coach said that.
Yeah, if Joe Burrow didn't play football, he'd be a serial killer or something.
But Zach Taylor is like the fucking happy guy that's like, I got to balance you out, bro, or you will literally Andrew Luck yourself out of the league.
Yeah. So my question to you and you and Chop is, do you think Zach's too nice? I think there's times I think Zach is
You don't
too
have to finish. Yes.
No, you ain't got to
Yeah.
finish the sentence, man. Yeah, he's too nice.
Yeah.
So for a defensive coordinator, which Lou, I think we need, and offensive line, Frank Pollock is the run game coordinator. I think we need somebody.
Oh yeah, Frank's fired.
I think we need somebody. I think we need some hard news guys.
Fired. Blue in the room.
Frank
fired. Sorry.
Yeah, Frank talked about glass eaters. Oh, they're glass eaters. I need somebody that's a real glass eater. I need people that are just hard nosed that can balance out Zach Taylor's niceness, because I think Zach is going to get the best out of people. I think he's going to get the best out of Joe. I really do think that. But I think he needs an offensive coordinator that is able to get in people's just, I don't know, get up their butts a little bit. Get offensive line coach that is a real glass eater, a defensive coordinator that's going to hold people accountable. Accountability. That's what I'm getting at. I think Zach will hold people
accountability is very important to me.
But I think Zach's accountability in the way he is a nice guy can get overlooked. Nice guys finish last, right?
Yes. For me, it's the reason I think Lou and the defense and the young guys have stepped up and done an admirable job.
As of late.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it shouldn't have got to this point.
No.
Because this is just the Bengals way of life, man. It's
weird.
You have to know what this organization is. You have to know, if I'm paying a head coach, listen, they got a fine offense coordinator. It's Zach Taylor, but it's also, they have a co-offense coordinator. They have Brian Callahan. Boom, you got a head job. I think they got one more year. What's his name? What's the name of the quarterback coach that's the O coordinator this year?
Oh, Dan Pitcher.
Dan Pitcher.
Oh,
you got one more year of him. He's probably going to get a coaching job.
You think
These
so?
are just facts.
You think Dan Pitcher will get a head coach job?
Yes, but not this year. Next year. He will. Mark my words.
But that's
Dan
based
Pitcher.
off Joe Burrow. Or do you think it's based off – do you think it's based off – that's the question. Is it based off Joe Burrow's greatness or is it Zach Taylor?
Dan Pitcher was the up-and-coming fucking dude for a long time.
But Dan Pitcher's older than Brian Callahan.
No, he's not. Is he?
He's 42, I think.
I got to tell you, I do not want to know.
It might be. I think he's like a year or two older.
Dusty, I do not want another O coordinator. Dan Pitcher, this offense is fucking fire. I love our offense.
Joe but how much of it is Joe Burrow?
How much is Joe Burrow?
Yeah,
how
no,
much
I
It's
agree with that.
Okay,
way better
what
than
about
it
the
was
run
under
today?
Callahan. I think our offense is better than it was under Callahan.
Or is it the players?
Or is Joe
matured and
just
got
healthy?
better?
Yeah.
And Joe
I don't
Burrow's
know.
healthy.
I'm just
And
saying.
Joe
you
said, I'm
also-
having the best season because I'm healthy and I feel good.
What is it about our offense you don't like? It's the offensive
I'll
line.
tell you.
That's
I'll
it.
tell you. The two runs we had on fourth down today, third and fourth down, and then you run it and you put Jamar Chase in the back in as the fullback, and then halfback, and then you put fullback as a Chase Brown, and then you run it for a half yard on fourth down. Like those type of calls are weird to me.
I think
Like,
that's not Dan Pitcher.
Those
I
runs
think
up the
that's
middle
Zach-
was
that's
ass.
Zach
I cannot
Taylor.
defend the runs up the middle. So those were bad.
I think that's Zach Taylor. He's calling the plays, not Dan Pitcher.
But you like Dan Pitcher?
I think that Dan Pitcher has taken Jamar Chase and made him more of a weapon than he has been in the
That's
past.
what Jamar has said. We can only go on what.
Well,
guys
I
that
can
have
tell you
been there
this:
that
like
have
Jamar
said, yeah.
lines up in a lot of different spots now. You know what I'm saying?
But
That's true. No, I agree. I agree with that because like Jamar has said that.
Yes.
I agree with that, but you got to think too. How stupid would you look if you don't do that? Like you have to do it, right?
But
Like
Yeah, but Brian Callahan didn't do it.
I mean,
Not like he
Yeah.
is this year.
not to this extent. Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, man. We got an offense that normally puts up over 30 points a fucking game.
Chop, I'm with you. I don't want.
No.
Hold on, time out.
I'm gonna time out this.
Hold on,
So
I gotta
we're
say,
all sitting here and we're talking about Brian Callahan, Dan Pitcher, Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, Zach Taylor. Defense has stepped up. See, that's always been the thing for me this season.
Yeah.
We would not be in this position if the defense stepped up.
Yeah.
Like one stop stepped up. Multiple games.
Week 1, 10 points, 10-16 against the Patriots.
They did step up today, so I'm very conflicted because I'm like, listen, I will only consider keeping Lou if we get this one stop /
Hey,
but
we
they
say in
also
2020?
they were giving up a lot of shit in that second half. Let's not forget that.
Yeah, but
I'm
what
just
did
saying,
we
y'all
say in
tell
2020?
Y'all tell me what the real problem is. The offense or the defense?
Oh, it's the defense.
Still.
Yeah, but the offense, when you think the offense should put up
underperformed.
points, they don't put up points.
Red zone offense was terrible today.
It was bad. But let's go back. Hold on.
Awful.
Just let me talk for 1 second. Or give me 30 seconds. The Bengals offense or the Bengals defense, if you go back to 2020, it was really bad. And then Luke got his guys. Jesse Bates matured. He became the player we know. Then he lost his players, right? He kind of lost them. This past year, you would like to see this offense overtaken certain points, and it didn't. Lou lost players, and it just seems like he never developed anybody. Right? Am I right? Like
even the positional coaches, though, because they're not developing people either. But you look on the offensive side, has our wide receiver room been developed? Hell yeah. We got great wide receivers. Our running game, Chase Brown, yeah. It's just that on the defense, man, it's trash. I'm ready for a complete fucking rebuild on that side of the ball.
But Chase Brown,
I'm only in for the complete rebuild if we get a Robert Saleh, and that's literally 1-1. And that's what
you
worries
can't
me,
rebound
John.
with somebody
Like,
worse.
No, like this is something that I've been on the fire blue train for a long time, but I'm like,
But it's a recency bias that people have. Like,
Taylor,
we lost these players, and then we've started bouncing back. I'm on the fire blue train. I'm 100% on that. But
shit, Taylor says.
Let's go, bitch. Come on. Sign me up. Come on. You want positivity? Come to me. Right
this
now.
This guy did do positivity earlier this season.
Shut the fuck up. I'm done. Guess what?
I need some positivity. I'm not trying to hate. I'm not trying to hate. I'm just trying to talk. I'm just trying to talk.
No, Dustin, that wasn't you. Taylor
brother.
put it in the chat.
Brother.
Sent me the link, and I was like,
Brother.
okay, I'll try.
Brother, let me show you something right now. You see this hat on my head right now? You see what this says right now?
Yeah.
This says the only time in my entire I'm from the state of Vermont. We won our first national championship ever in my entire life.
And the state of Vermont won a national championship?
You're goddamn right we did. You're
and
goddamn
what?
right.
NCAA 7?
Look at this. Right here, okay?
Taylor, that's fake championship.
Not even did we win one. It's the first time that the state that I grew up in, that my dad worked there for 30 years, that we even got a single national championship. You want to talk to me about not having faith? Do you guys fucking stand what just happened today? We had a doink.
Spit the fire.
We had a doink. We had a drop from Jamar Chase.
That was so depressing.
We had a drop from Mike Gesicki. We had a drop from Andre Yoshivas. And we won the goddamn football game.
We had a drop from Jamar Chase.
That's
the main
rare.
Fellas.
For a touchdown, too.
Fellas.
Sorry, go ahead. Sorry, Taylor.
Don't. Anyone who wants to come at me, do you want to face this team in the playoffs? No, you don't.
Nope.
No, you fucking. I had 4 Bills fans today, my mother
Nobody
being
wants
one of
that.
them, who said, "Can you guys not make the playoffs for us, please?"
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Who do we root for when we don't make it because the
Have
Chiefs
you
lay
have
down?
has there ever been in our lifetimes a horrific Cincinnati Bengals team that has a chance to make the playoffs and scares people?
That's
No.
true. That's true.
But guess what?
Usually, I thought you were just going with the
Uh,
horrific Bengals team.
2005
It was like,
Cinderella.
No.
yes, we've had
We
many
are
of them.
bad. We are a bad football team.
Well, not really. We're actually firing on
Okay,
all
all right.
cylinders.
I'll stop you
Taylor.
there. We are
All
a
right.
bad
I thought you were the
football team.
positive guy.
Right.
Oh, I'm a positive person. I understand how bad we are. We are not
At what
good.
point did they lose your positivity?
Oh no, I'm still positive.
Okay.
I'm still positive. But my God, how has every team not just run the ball?
That's true.
Just
Yeah, that's
run
right.
the ball.
Denver's got a good run team though. Their
but
offensive
not
line,
that
And they
their trenches
stopped
are good.
doing it. They stopped running. What are we doing? Just keep running the ball, and you're going to score 15 to 20 points.
Don't tell them. God damn, we still got a chance.
Don't give away the key.
Now
dude.
the Steelers are probably going to run the fuck out of it.
If
God
I'm
damn
if
it!
I if,
Damn
if
it,
I
Tyler. Jeez.
if I am the reason that people are understanding that people have to run the ball to beat this team,
I thought you were the
I
positive
should be
guy. This is turning out
I
badly.
should run an NFL franchise. Like, what are we doing? All you saw as soon as they ran the ball, couldn't stop it, couldn't stop it, couldn't stop it, couldn't stop it.
But then they did the goal line.
Oh, cool! That one fucking time, dude. I'm sorry.
I thought you were
it's-
positive, Taylor.
I am positive, but here's the
You are not
thing.
sounding positive.
I'd hate
I
to hear
am.
you, Taylor, when you're negative.
What's crazy? The amount of blitzes that we finally have. You know what? Mike Hilton
Mike
signed
Hilton.
that
Mike
man
yeah,
tomorrow.
give him all the
21.
money. Give him and T. Higgins all the money.
All the money.
21.
Yeah.
Mike Hilton is a fucking savage. I
And
love
Trey.
him.
Trey needs
Dude,
money too this year, right?
Yeah,
Trey,
that's the whole
Trey needs money.
conversation.
Trey needs money, but guess what? Mike Hilton is a better blitzer than Trey Hendrickson.
Yeah.
Deal with it.
Well, I mean, blitzer, yeah, because
You're right, Blitzer.
Henderson has the lineup from the go.
He's
That's
fucking
a
five.
specialty.
He's 5'8" and has tackled Derrick Henry more times than the entire NFC has this year.
Yeah.
Well, when I seen Mike Hilton blow up the tight end, it was Troutman that was trying to block him.
He blew that motherfucker up.
He
dude.
blew. It was early in
He
the game,
blew
and I
him
said,
up. He blew
Mike
him
Hilton
up.
has more pride than all the players, all the coaches, all the owners. I was like, this motherfucker doesn't care.
I knew when I was there for the Raiders game. I went, man, yeah, this is cool. Yeah, we're gonna win this game. That was the first time they sent a Mike Hilton blitz the entire season. The problem is,
Why did it take so long? That's the problem.
exactly right there.
Yes.
Why?
Let's
did
not
it take
bury the lead,
so
Taylor.
long? Why did it take so long?
Well, why did
Because
Lou have
Lou
to have his
Anarumo-
back again?
because
Why
Lou
did he have to be
Anarumo-
4-8 to fucking simplify his defense and play the younger guys? Sorry.
It pains me to be this person because I am the
No,
biggest
I like
Lou
it. Taylor came
I'm the
in
biggest
positive,
Lou
and now
Anarumo
he's on
hater.
our train.
I am the biggest Lou Anarumo hater. Why
Okay.
did it
well,
take
shit,
this
we're
long?
best friends now.
Why did it take this long? Did you see Jordan today when Jordan Battle and Mike
He
Hilton
missed
Jordan
that
Batman
tackle.
Lou
He
Batman.
missed that tackle
fucking
open
line?
field, to be fair.
No.
Or first down. Big
Fuck
first down.
no. Fuck that.
He
Fuck
did.
the to
He
be
did.
fair.
No, he did.
No.
Listen,
no.
I'm a big
Stop.
Jordan Battle
Stop.
guy, too.
I'm a Jordan Battle guy too, but you're being too nice. And it's not their fault. It's Lou's fault that he's not playing these younger guys that we drafted for a goddamn reason. For a reason. You can go Chris Jenkins, having a great time. Chris Jenkins got double teamed. What does that say? What does that say about Chris Jenkins? He's getting double teamed. I was at this whole point where, like, we have to draft defense. I'm still there.
That's all we've done is draft defense. To be fair.
Exactly. Oh, brother, I love you so much.
How many
Exactly.
out of
No.
100?
Exactly.
100
We drafted
top
defense for
100
years
picks.
and for years.
We've
and
had
for
9
years.
out of top 100 picks.
8 out of last
Can
10.
we get?
8 out of last
Do
10.
you guys?
6 out
Do
of
you guys?
last 8.
Do you
I mean, I
guys?
can give you all the stats you want on how
Do
much.
you
we
guys
drafted.
know when we drafted Cody Ford? Do you know what round
didn't
we
draft
drafted Cody Ford?
Yeah,
We didn't
no,
draft
Cody
Cody
Ford,
Ford.
free agent.
And
Let's
Cody
take it.
Ford was a highly recruited pick. He was a second-round pick.
Second
But a lot of
round
Bengals
pick.
fans
honestly,
wanted him.
what is that girl's name? Tia? Is it Tia?
Tia
Fuck you,
Robin.
Tia.
Yeah,
Get off
fuck
his
that
dick, bitch.
Her
he don't want
and,
you just like none of them
Dale,
other
also,
hoppers wanted you.
fuck
Well,
her
not to be rude. Maybe don't cheat on your fiance of 2 months.
and also fuck Roman Suter though. Go ahead.
Dude, man, I'm happy. I'm happy we won. I was getting laughed at by a bunch of New England Patriots fans the entire game today.
Yeah, suck him. Tell him to suck
Here's-
your dick.
I mean, honestly, I can't.
Yeah,
They have 6
3 and
Super
what?
Bowls. I can't say shit.
4.
That's
But,
like,
fair. That's fair.
I want defense. Can we get one guard? Just one. Just one. One guard.
Cody
Hold
Ford
on.
could probably play guard better than Volson.
Important question.
everyone was
Agreed.
healthy.
No, agreed.
No, we need 2 guards. To be fair, we need 2 starting guards. 1 in free agency
Don't be.
and 1 in the draft. 100%.
You can't be selfish. You can't be selfish.
No, I know how to build a team. Like, I'm just a fat fucking white dude in Portsmouth, Ohio. I still know how to build a team. It's not difficult. Like, I'm not saying this for myself. I'm saying this for every fucking person on Twitter, every person that does a podcast, every person that joins a podcast chat. Come on now. We all know we need D-line, O-line, and we need some revamp and like
Trenches.
that's you build in the trenches. Like, listen, keep your stars that you build. You get a Jamar Chase, you get a T. Higgins, you keep them.
You keep T. Higgins. Today,
100%.
Today,
T. Higgins showed everything why he should be kept today.
Correct.
Hell yeah, he did.
Correct.
T.
Like,
Today,
the only reason you don't keep T is because of the
today
injuries
was the
and
T.
shit.
Higgins day.
Hell yeah.
Even though
I mean, come on,
he
man.
dropped the
Every,
pass.
every week that T. Higgins is on the field,
he had
T.
the
Day.
fumble,
That
whatever, but it was
shows
still a
Jamar
badass
will be
catch.
better with T.
And
I thought it was cool that he had that fumble and they went right fucking back to him next play.
Let's not bury the lead also. Mike fucking Gesicki balled out.
G.
Yeah.
perfect fit for this. Perfect fit for this offense.
You give him 2
Perfect.
years.
So good.
I was trying to
Perfect
break
fit.
deals earlier with the
16
black
mil, 2
crown.
years.
Mike Gesicki is a perfect fit for
Hey,
this offense.
Taylor, what would you give him? What your contract for Mike
How,
Gesicki?
how
What
much
would you
for Mike
offer?
Gesicki for 2
What's he
years?
got
62.
now?
Years and
what's
money.
What's he got now?
He'll be a free agent. That's the thing.
No, but like, what did we pay him this year?
No, it don't matter. You have to go in the
16.
negotiations, Taylor.
I'll give Mike Gesicki $8 million over 2 years.
Oh no! I mean that's pretty good. but
$2 million
I do
guaranteed.
accept
That's
that.
I
it.
like what he did there.
Yeah, I like it. I
You
like
start
it.
low.
Yeah.
$8 million over 2 years, $2 million guaranteed. If he gets six touchdowns next year, it's $5 million.
Escalators matter.
Yeah.
All right. Come back to I'm gonna go. I want $20 million for 2 years.
For Mike Gesicki?
He's
got-
being
dude.
Mike. He's being the agent. You're negotiating.
If Eric All is even
Where were you
what
at?
we've
8
seen,
million? I'm at 20.
Eric All's gonna be good next 2 years.
if,
Man,
that's what I'm
Eric,
saying.
oh,
Eric Hall's injured too much,
He's
guys. That's the
injured all the
reason
time,
he
and then-
was a 5th round
Do you
guy
think-
for me in
look,
the
he's
Do you
great.
think Mike?
Project
Do you
game
think?
day
Do
draft
you,
guy.
do you think? Do you think Gesicki is a money grab guy or a guy who wants to win? That's
I think he
that's-
wants to
that's-
win.
that's-
That's what I'm
I think it's a
saying. No, that
combination.
was my
I think
whole
it's a
argument.
combination. of both. I think he's
But
having a
I'm
lot
not
of
gonna
fun.
I'm not gonna give my ass away for free, bro. I ain't gonna
I
give
do
you the
think that-
shitty gritty for free, Taylor.
But Mike
8
Gesicki,
and
I
8.
think,
I'm
really
telling
likes
you, Taylor,
playing on this
8 and
team.
8. 8 for 16.
Oh,
How
Taylor,
about-
you coming up?
How about
2 years, 16 million?
12?
Yep.
6 million per?
Nope. I'll give him 12 million. I'll give him 7.5 million guaranteed.
I'll give you
How about
15
21?
million.
How
3
about 21
years.
for 3? 21 for 3.
Nope. No, you're
21
psychotic,
for
dude.
3?
You're
I'm doing 21 for
psychotic.
3.
You're psychotic. No way.
I'm just
21
trying to
for 3.
broker a deal here.
He's a slot receiver. He's not a tight end.
He
Dude,
won
he
us
balled
this
out
game
today.
today.
He had like 10, 11 catches.
He won the game.
Yeah, and
We
also
don't
two
win that
very
game without
in
Mike
two
Gesicki.
in two very important drops.
Okay, go on earlier in the year where he had one-handed catches going out of the bounds. Mike Gesicki is that dude. 21 for 3 years is worth
Oh,
it.
dude, you're crazy. You're crazy. So you're gonna
Seven
give him 20. What would you
7
have
for 3
given?
years?
Well, no. What
All right,
what
all
would
right.
you have given Joe
Taylor,
Mixon for 3
I got a
years?
fair offer for you. 2 years, 14 million.
3 years, 14.
Two.
2 years, 14. What's guaranteed?
That's
You
the
tell
same as
me.
3 for 4, 3
Tell
for
me.
21.
I'm Mike Brown. I'm probably gonna
3 for
make
21
it say
the same.
$0 guaranteed. But you tell me.
Man, I don't know.
Would you give him
Dude,
7
3 for
million per
21 is
year
insane.
average
He
annual
drops.
value?
No, I love Mike. I really do.
Now you're switching up.
No, I'm not.
Changing.
You won't
No, I'm
give
not.
my guy
No, I'm
Mike
not.
7
No, I'm
million
not.
a year. Oh my
No, I'm
God.
not. You understand? I'm in New England, and I called. It was the Patriots. It was the
put
Patriots
fucking
game.
Mike
It was
Gesicki
it
New
was the
England in this chat.
Patriots Bills game, and I go, this guy's gonna look great.
Did
great
you
in
watch the
stripes
game
next year.
today? Did
Where
you
was he
watch the game
drafted? 10
today?
receptions, baby.
Brother.
He had a better game than he had a better career for New England for 2 years.
He also had 2 very big drops.
But he had big catches all year. He
This
had big
man
catches
caught
all
like
year.
one-handed catch. This motherfucker looks like a
One-handed
Matrix.
going out of bounds for first downs on 3rd and long.
14 million, 2 years. Come on, shake on it.
I just said, hold on.
How
Would
much-
you
how
rather
much
four-
guaranteed?
That's a
How
steal,
much
Taylor.
guaranteed?
Would you rather?
How much guaranteed?
Would you rather
How much guaranteed?
2 for 14 or 3 for 21? Because 3 for 21 was my
No,
offer.
2 for 14 anytime today. I'm
2
not
for
doing
14,
21.
man. It's 7 million a year. He's got 2 years left in this league. He wants to spend them with Burrow doing a shitty gritty, and I hope he shitty gritties all the way to the Super Bowl.
But
No, I'll
if you
take-
front load
That's
it,
his
I'll take
Bengals
that.
fan.
No, I'll
If he
take that.
flames
I'll
out,
take
it's
that.
on me. I gave 14 million to Mike Gesicki.
I'll
my
take that
first
and blame-
offer.
I'll-
Hold
I'll
up, my
take
first
that and
offer
I'll blame you.
was
I'll
2
take
for
that and blame
16,
you.
which
So
was 8.
2 for 14, 7 a year.
I'll take Mike for 2 for 14.
Bam.
I
Done.
would take him also.
See
would
how I
too.
negotiate this shit, boys?
Yeah,
Come on.
let
But
him know
you guys
that we
acted
got
like
his
I was
contract.
crazy when I said for 2 for 16. 2 for 16 is 8. It's $1 million less, and then 3 for 21, and you could front load the contract. You could work it out however you want. 3
So I
for
got-
21.
I
is
got
not
2
bad.
for 14.
I got one
I'll
for you.
take
What
2
are you,
for
what are
14.
you what are you giving RB2 right now?
Draft.
All right. I think we have RB2.
You talking about Herbert?
Yes, sir.
That's what I was wondering. But he's a free agent, to be fair. So what are you giving him? 2 for 14? 2 for 14?
I'll give him $2 million. Take it or leave it, buddy. See you later if you don't want it.
Okay,
You're gonna
but
have
what
to
about the
draft.
fumble?
You're gonna have
What
to
about the
draft a
fumble?
running back.
I'm
You're gonna
serious.
have to
You're a
draft
running back. You're a running back who got dumped by the Chicago Bears.
And he
The
fumbled the
Chicago
first time he
Bears.
was back with us.
Yeah, and I was there.
See, we didn't have this conversation.
I'll give you $2 million to be RB2.
I wouldn't give him anything. Honestly. At the end of this year, I wouldn't give him anything. Draft it. You can get a running back. Look at Chase Brown.
Why
Fifth
are we
round.
Why are we drafting a running back when we only have 6 draft picks in our defense?
No, you got to trade down. You got to trade down to get a running back. I agree with that.
You don't think
you got to accumulate picks for sure. Get your picks.
If you're not getting me Scatabo, I don't fucking want a running back.
Yeah.
I'm serious. I'm serious. If you're not giving me Scatabo, I don't want a running back. That dude is a bowling ball. He's a bowling ball, and I want him for that.
He's Brian Leonard. He is who's the other white running back?
Who was 40 for the Buccaneers?
Oh,
Allstott.
Yeah.
Mike.
He's Mike Allstott, and he's better.
It's a different NFL.
I know.
It's a different
NFL. But give me today when Zach Taylor decided to run it on 4th and 1. Give me Scatabo and not Chase Brown.
No,
I love Chase Brown to death, but if you're gonna run that play call, it has to be someone like Scatabo.
Chop, can you vouch for me on this? I do a draft guide.
Yeah, you do a draft guide. It's fabulous, and
it's phenomenal. You did a great job with it.
When I say this about a prospect, I mean it. Cam Scatabo. The contact balance that he's like Brian Leonard on crack.
Are you going to take him in the 2nd round?
No.
3rd round.
Day 3.
Exactly.
Day 3.
Day 3.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Day 3.
I'm saying you can pick up somebody in the 4th, 5th round.
But
this is a stacked running back class, by the way.
That's what I'm saying.
It's insane.
You can pick up somebody without renewing that veteran contract in the 4th.
This running back class is psychotic.
Huh. It's a good run.
You saying it's soft?
No,
it's
psychotic.
Oh, I think you said cotton. Sorry.
There's going to be a running back that goes in like the 5th round that is going to be an all-pro.
Exactly. And you have it doesn't matter the picks. It doesn't matter how many picks we have. We have 6 picks. Last year we had 10 picks. Who cares?
Trade down. That's what
we have.
I'm so glad
pick the players.
You guys are in such a different stratosphere where I am. Like, you guys have no idea what it's like being in the New England state of things. These guys have convinced themselves that T. Higgins is a New England Patriot.
Yeah.
They've
also convinced themselves that we are going to draft Ashton Jenkins.
I mean, they got spoiled in New England.
Yeah,
Bill Belichick.
I hate them all.
Spoiled.
I hate them all. I hope their lives are miserable. That's all I want for the next 20 years.
Yeah, fuck them.
But they're like, oh, T. Higgins is going to be a Patriot. I'm like, are you psychotic?
You're right. I doubt it.
Unless they
if he goes on the free agent market, honestly,
give a 1st round pick.
Why would he want to go to a depleting franchise?
Exactly.
Money.
Well, I mean, yeah, you're right.
But that's the reason. That's the reason. T has literally given the Bengals this. Hey guys.
Yes, sign me.
I fired David Malagueta, and listen, you can say, well, T is injured X amount of time, X amount of this. We saw what T can do.
I don't give a fuck.
It doesn't fucking matter.
Put on Denver Broncos week 17 T. Higgins highlights, and that's the reason that you fucking keep him.
You give him all the money.
Jamar was shut down, did what he could.
Jamar wasn't
the goddamn game.
He wasn't.
Jamar had 100 yards. Listen,
Jamar had a sneaky 100.
A sneaky 100 yards. T.
And he had 3 drops, and one was in the end. One was in the end zone.
Poor offensive line play without a right tackle that you're starting 1st round draft pick, and a suspect left guard.
Can I say this? So I've said this before.
No, Cody Ford's fantastic. We should just keep him forever. He's so great. I love him. I
didn't say Cody Ford. I said, I
hope he's having a great time. He never should. I'm sure he didn't cheat on his fiance for a reason.
She probably deserved it.
I'm not arguing.
Fuck that bitch.
The fucking victory lap she's taking.
He sucks.
I cheated on her too.
He fucking sucks. I'm sorry. He sucks.
Okay, she sucks too.
They both. Do you know who else sucks?
She probably swallows. So.
You know who else sucks? Fucking Roman Suter. Fuck that guy.
Jesus Christ, you on this Roman Suter?
I really don't like him, Dale.
Oh, you guys should watch Jonah Williams play for the fucking Cardinals.
He
I
got
thought he was hurt right now. Isn't he hurt?
He is, but he got a touchdown a couple weeks ago.
He's a little baby.
Oh, yeah.
He's a bitch. He sucks. How about the Miami Dolphins with their fucking new guard?
He's so good.
Hey, what about in the second round, that kid from West Virginia, Zach Frazier? The Bengals could have took Zach Frazier. He's a dog.
Don't, dude. That's actually very awkward.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it.
So, full disclosure, we're at Midwest Best Barbecue, and I'm very high on Zach Frazier. I got a first-round grade on him, and I'm thinking, we could take Zach. And then Ted Karras walks in, and I'm like, I still think I take Zach Frazier.
Yep.
But we took Chris Jenkins.
Yeah.
Which was a decent pick. But Zach Frazier for this team in the future could have been different.
Well, no, he would have been a starting guard.
To be fair, it could have been different.
I am
Zach
levels
Frazier.
above this, man. When it comes to the draft, I will suck my own fucking dick.
Zach Frazier.
Yeah, man, this defense has needed.
I would have took Zach Frazier over Jenkins. I would have. That's what I wanted. That was the pick I wanted. Protect Joe Burrow. Protect your fucking $200 million franchise quarterback. And your little 200-pound running back that we have in Chase Brown, which I love. I love the Chase Brown pick.
I'm glad Chase Brown got hurt not going into the end zone to score the touchdown.
Right.
That's where he probably tore his ACL.
No,
he tore his ACL?
No, I'm not saying he did, but I'm saying it was ugly. He got rolled up on. He's definitely out for the high ankle sprain, whatever you want to call it.
But the thing is crazy. He did that on a smart play.
That's what's sad is he was trying to do the betterment of the team,
and then we were like, well, fuck it, we'll score.
And then they just sneak Joe in.
Actually, quarterback sneak Joe Burrow for once in our lifetime.
Hey, I'm gonna hate myself for this. Joe fucked up a couple times today, like big time.
We talked about.
Are we talking about passes? Wise?
No, I'm talking about him. That too, but him not realizing where he needs to take off and take 5 yards.
Yeah,
that was a couple times today. The passing, that was like the weirdest thing in the world, was like seeing him miss those passes to Jamar. And
especially the one that was behind him. It was like way behind him.
Well, you didn't see it, like the
way behind him, and you know he's gonna beat himself up about that.
Mm-hmm.
But man, and honestly, I'll say this:
he bounces back.
Yeah.
Yoshi.
All I can say is watch other
Greg's dick right now.
Yoshi
when we hate on Joe
proved
Burrow
himself
and his
today.
limited mistakes he makes, watch
Andre
Lamar, watch
Andre Yoshivas is going to be one of the best 6 rounds pick this team has ever made.
Yeah, he's doing decent. Was it last week or the week before though? He had a shit game.
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. So he made. I was thinking he made up for it today. He had a good game, especially if that touchdown would have counted. That was awesome.
He also had a drop, which was very big, but that's like. But Andre doing what he has done. Look at his numbers and then look at Tyler Boyd's numbers. What?
I actually fuck with what you just said because I want to have a conversation. I know the man got hurt, but I kind of, and maybe it's my fault he got hurt. But I said, can we all just agree Chase Brown's a better fit for this offense? Because I'm sorry, some of these people that ride Joe Mixon, ride Joe Mixon so hard.
He's a better he's a better pass blocker.
Dude, let me tell you something. When Chase Brown gets that ball,
just a pass blocker, it's a pass catcher. It's a
he doesn't trip over the grass.
His change of speed when he hits that hole is unbelievable. It's like he's coming out of a fucking cannon. He hits top gear like instantly. Like he turns a corner, he sees a hole. It's like boom, like it's very fast.
But why
Stop
is this
with
a
my draft guy.
conversation? Like, listen, I like Joe Mixon. I respect everything he ever did here. I honestly do. Like,
So when I went to the Vikings game last year with that ridiculous T. Higgins catch, whatever. I'm sitting
That was a good
there.
game.
I'm talking to my fiance about this new
Jake
guy,
Browning.
Chase Brown. Like, he's great, he's awesome, like all this. I was sitting next to Chase Brown's high school coach.
Holy shit!
It was very cool.
Yeah,
very cool. And I was like, hey, not to be weird, coach,
and now you
but,
have a
like,
restraining order.
This guy's thighs are bigger than my entire apartment.
and that's why you got the restraining order.
That's right, and it was very nice.
Right. He had nice
But
thighs.
this fucking kid, dude, he loves ball. He just wants to run, and I love that. He just wants to run so fast. That's all he wants to do. Give me the ball and run
and catch the ball. Like he's
Taylor,
been elite at that. Like that's why I think he's better than Mixon. Like,
do you like Chase Brown? Did you watch him in college?
I watched him at Illinois. He was unbelievable.
Okay, yeah. You know,
he broke every Big Ten record as a running back at Illinois. He was unbelievable. A 3rd-round pick was a steal.
Okay, so
fifth round pick. He was third round grade,
but a 5th-round grade. So me and Dale talked about him a lot.
3rd round grade,
a little bit.
Pick.
Chase Brown was a guy that showed with his weight he could carry the load, right? Like his weight, he got hit in the backfield today, and he pushed up.
Oh my god, that push out to the right was unbelievable.
And Joe Mixon, there's a lot of love for Joe Mixon,
but he didn't.
It's no hate on Joe Mixon when we say
he didn't have that bounce out power.
Exactly.
I want to be honest. The only reason I bring Joe Mixon up is because of the people that suck Joe Mixon's dick so hard.
Look at the numbers.
Look, and Chase Brown, if you go back to not just what I said, but me and Dale, we talked about it about a year and a half ago. Chase Brown, we talked about him a lot. So go back through the record books. Chase Brown he's literally shown what we've talked about.
It's literally what's better for this Bengals offense who passes all the time. It's probably a guy who's that elusive, who's that, and it's the money. Like, let's not lie. At the end of the day, it's Mike Brown. It's the money. So it's like, do I want to put my money on that? See, that's the problem I have.
What's crazy is
if they put that money on the D line, the O line.
Look at the money and look at Rankins. Like, I don't know. I really hope Rankins is okay. Like, nobody knows.
That's just
what I'm saying.
Yeah, like what is happening?
But at the same point in time, that's just a miss. I mean, come on now. That's just
is it a miss or is he really like
what is
honestly,
wrong with this guy? Like, I was watching Jeff's show the other day and somebody was on there talking shit about it. And I'm like, well, hold on, man.
Yeah.
Well,
what if something's really wrong with this guy?
Like,
right. It's a viral. Like, I think he's fine. He's been out of practice. I think he's fine.
But
where am I with this team?
Chop, hold on. Chop, what's the thing with your neck? If you get a cold, it's swelling of the neck. It's a basic cold. I know somebody that died of this when I was a kid. It's I can't think what it's called, but you get swelling and inflammation and it goes on your neck.
Like scarlet fever or something.
It's like scarlet fever. I can't remember what it's called, but it's a really common cold. But if it gets out of control, you can die from it. I know personally somebody that died from this. So, Rankins, obviously early in the year, he didn't play great.
Right.
But if he caught that and he got diagnosed with it and that was the thing, that could be a big thing. And it takes a long time to heal from it. In personally knowing somebody that died that was a neighbor like a few doors down, it's kind of a big deal. Like,
it could be fucking cancer. He could be getting chemo and he doesn't want his shit publicized, and the team's being respectful and just saying illness. Who knows?
I'll look it up. I can't remember what that's called.
Yeah.
But it's a common cold, but if you don't catch it, it can really mess you up. But it's inflammation of like your spine is what it is. Your spinal cord will get pressure on it.
Is it
Yeah,
you can-
meningitis?
Meningitis. That's what it is. Meningitis. Yep. So I don't know if it's meningitis, but that's a serious thing.
Yeah,
So
you're right. Like, I would think that something would come out if he's just like some piece of shit that doesn't want to come to work. That would have came out. I mean,
right.
Yeah.
But if it's meningitis, that right there is seriously somebody I know somebody that's died from that. And you can't and it happened within a couple weeks. And that just I don't know, like that alone is something to like take. There's a human aspect of it. I'm not saying maybe the dude does just have the common cold and maybe he has some boo-boos and he's acting like a sissy and he just wants to get his money. I don't know. But if it comes out and they just said, hey, he has meningitis,
right.
That's a serious thing. That's inflammation.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Maybe he wants to keep his life private and they're just being respectful.
Yeah, I think it's all good. I don't see a problem.
And I'm also not trying to have the guy like die, but like, why can't you just put him on IR?
Yeah, he did that part.
Right.
That part.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. And I have no problem.
Corey Dillon says that part.
Yeah, that part.
Yeah. In which that would make sense. That would make so much sense for the Bengals to not put the information out there. Maybe he doesn't want it out there. Maybe it's worse than anybody knows. I don't know.
Right.
Is he on the sideline?
But they could have IR'd him.
He's not. He's not on the sideline.
I only look at it as a Bengals fan. Like, you could have hired him weeks ago.
Yeah. So as a fan,
why didn't you do that?
Yeah. Why didn't they do it? I don't know. But for him as a person, that's a really bad. Like, if it comes out that that's what it is, that's pretty serious. It doesn't sound serious, but I know
terrifying.
Personally, it is a serious thing.
Brother, I've had the flu for like 2.5 weeks, and there was a moment where the pain in my forehead, I went to the emergency room thinking that like I was dying. So I get it. Like, it's
you got to stop making out with Sheldon Rankins.
Oh yeah, it's just my fiance. It's terrible.
Sheldon Rankins, your fiance?
You're thinking of mono, dude.
No, I had that once. I had that once. That sucked. Anyway, God, I just fucking love you guys. You guys have no idea what it's like being, and I mean this in like the not like you don't know my life. Living in New England and being a Bengals fan might be the most torturous thing. I had people in a bar today watching this game, actively rooting against me, strictly because they wanted me to lose because I was wearing a Bengals hoodie.
Bro, you live in New England, which is I can imagine that's pretty difficult.
Oh, it's terrible.
I know what it's like because I live in Central Ohio, where all my friends are Pittsburgh fans. Everybody I know is Pittsburgh fans, or they're in. I don't live Central. I live East. So I'm closer to Pittsburgh, but they're either Pittsburgh fans or they're Browns fans. In my whole entire life from the 90s.
That's my life, man. I live by Kentucky, bro, but 2 hours away from Cincinnati. Like, I get it. Like,
well, let me just say this. I don't want to hear.
Take it away from a man living in New England with all them Tom Brady Super Bowls.
I know, but Taylor, you can't bitch because I gotta fucking look up.
He can bitch.
Well, wait a minute.
Let him go.
I gotta look up the schedule of this goddamn food truck to get a fucking lobster roll here once a fucking month, maybe. You got the bitches right down the street.
Why would you eat a lobster roll in a landlocked state, you psychopath?
Because I don't fucking live in Boston.
Oh,
Boom.
Boston sucks. Don't
I gotta eat food truck lobster rolls.
People don't realize that the New England Patriots play an hour and a half away from Boston.
Chop just wants you to tell them that the lobster rolls are good.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, they're so good. They are very good.
They're fucking good. Even the ones on this food truck are good. Be honest.
Oh, you go to places where they sell out of lobster rolls because they get it delivered fresh every day, and once they sell out, they sell out.
Yeah.
Hey, don't talk too loud. My wife's listening.
Oh, they're so good.
We're gonna have to go on vacation up there.
I just recently discovered.
Where are you gonna go?
Live
No, where are you gonna go? You guys talk to me. I've my whole life here. Where are you going?
No, I want to go. I want to go elk hunting. I want
Sandustri's
to
in New England.
I
He
want
might
to
be
do
your
elk
neighbor.
hunting, man. I want to go to Maine. And
Okay,
she wants
yeah.
some crab legs.
Yeah, my
It might
family's
work
there.
out, but I don't want to listen to. I don't want to listen to Tom Brady stuff.
Oh, you won't. Yeah, they all know where they stand. They know that they had 20 years of success, and they just sit back on it. And if you get them mad, they go, "Well, we won Super Bowls," and you go, "Okay, I beat you. I beat you in this argument."
Hey, I would too, though. I would too. Honestly,
But where do they
I would
stand?
too.
Hold on. Where do they stand in the argument of Tom Brady versus Bill Belichick?
It used to be
Because
well,
they
Tom's
lost
a-
them both, by the way.
Oh no. So it fully went. It fully went.
Oh, it's still going.
Tom does not know what he had, and it switched real quick when Tom won that Super Bowl.
It
Real
was
quick.
very awkward when the Tom Brady roast was very awkward.
Do you know how many North Carolina fans are in this part of the country right now? A lot. Everyone's like, "Oh, I'm a North Carolina Tar Heel fan." Oh, I want to kill everybody. I hate them all so much. I hate them all.
Fuck Drake
Hate 'em
May
all.
then. Fuck Drake
Nah,
May.
Drake May's really good.
All right. See, you are still a North Carolina fan.
No, I hate
Hey,
him all.
where was
I
the
like
one
Drake
that-
May.
Will Shipley, or he is Clemson, not North Carolina.
He's
sorry.
Clemson, yeah.
Yeah.
Amari
you should be
Hampton.
happy about that. 'Cause he beat
Amari
Duke. That was the game.
Hampton
Of Duke.
is the guy. Hold
You
on.
guys know-
Amari
you-
Hampton,
Well, you guys know where Ryan Day's from.
New Hampshire.
New Hampshire boy. Yeah, he's 2 towns over, and everyone wants him fired.
I still don't know how to
Fucking
feel
look
about
at
Ryan
this.
Day. I feel
Industry-
bad. I feel bad for Ryan Day.
Why?
Industries is also in Maine.
What do you like? I'm an Ohio State guy, and I feel bad.
Why would
for
you
Ryan
feel
Day.
bad for Ryan Day?
Cause he lives it. Like I know he don't live it the way like you grew up a Buckeye, you grew up an Ohio State guy, you grew up an Ohio guy.
He got
He's a
the whistle
pussy.
toss soon, dude.
He's a pussy. He's a giant pussy who plays to lose. He doesn't play to win. He plays to not lose.
You're not an Ohio State fan.
I wouldn't say that.
O-H-I-O, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Are you an Ohio
motherfucker.
State fan?
Goddamn right I am.
I'm not.
You want to fire
Trussell.
Ryan?
I
No,
don't
Trussell
know.
played not the.
I didn't have this. I love having conversations. I didn't have this conversation with my guy.
No, we can have it, but Trussell was way different than Ryan
Trussell?
Day.
Conser-
Trussell would get a lead,
conservative, man.
and he'd have
Conservative
7
ball.
to 10 point lead, and he played not to lose. This
Who the hell is
new
Trussell?
Jim
I'm just-
Tressel?
I'm just being a dickhead.
Oh, all right.
I'm
okay.
just being a dickhead.
What?
What happened to him though?
He died.
He had a
Oh,
fake heart
okay.
attack.
That's not
Butt
fun.
cancer.
Those
No, that
things
was
aren't
Urban
fun.
Meyer.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, Jim Tressel. Yeah, sorry. Dude, I don't know,
sorry.
dude. Like,
That's my
what
mid Ohio accent.
the biggest thing, Zach, this is what pains me. Zach Taylor and Ryan Day make the
best
same
friend.
exact play calls in crunch time.
But cocaine Ryan Day. After they lose to Michigan, cocaine Ryan Day is a different animal. They would have won
Yeah.
that title. They should have beat Georgia. Just fucking Marvin Harrison got knocked out in that game, to be fair.
Holy shit.
If anyone watched that game, that is what
Yeah.
happened.
We all watched that game. It was fucking the guy
Well,
missed
Chop
the field
did.
goal. The guy
Well,
missed
LSU fan.
the guy missed the field goal at midnight. It was fucking terrible.
Well, they should have never went for the field goal.
Correct. Again, Ryan Day and Zach Taylor.
God damn it, I don't like
Yeah, yeah. Now you see it now. It sucks.
No, I've seen it.
Yeah, it's painful. It's fucking painful.
Yeah.
It makes me so goddamn mad. I don't understand.
I like this.
I
guy.
coach.
I like
I
this
coach.
guy.
I coach.
like
I
this
coach.
guy. I like
coach-
this guy.
I coach junior league golf for ages 6 to 12, and I bring kids to.
It's basically the same as Ryan Day.
No, but there's
Hey, what's your age?
Think about this. I coach these kids, and I go to New England regionals in Massachusetts every year. And this year, I had a kid who had an 8-foot putt.
And they say, Tom Brady!
He could 2-putt for the tie, or he could putt it for the win. And they go, hey, kid, come here. I'm like, you want to win? He's like, yeah. I'm like, hit that thing like you're going to hit 6 feet past the hole. And he fucking lipped out. And he lipped out coming the other way. And he came up to me, and I was so fucking proud of this kid. And he goes, well, I tried. And I went,
boom.
Yes. You tried.
I respect that.
You fucking tried.
I respect that.
And he was so sad. And he went to his mom and his dad. And I had a great conversation with them. Like, hey, your kid is he's a dog. He gets it. He just wants to win. And
that'll make him great in the future.
Honestly. Correct. He goes, hey man. He goes, I tried to win. And I was like, yes.
Yeah.
Like,
I would always rather someone go for the win. That's
go
like,
for the goddamn win.
Yeah.
So to bring this back to the Bengals on Bengals and Brews, like
this is kind of what I'm talking about. It's like what you guys do every day.
Yes.
And I saw an 8-year-old.
I love that.
8-year-old go for the jugular.
But that made like I didn't have a problem with Zach going for it, the team going for it on 4th down early in the game.
I had a problem with the run play.
Yeah, I had a problem with
the
running it up the middle. Like, we can talk about the play calls. I'm saying going for it. Did you guys have a problem with going for it? I didn't.
But I had a
no. I liked it.
I had a problem taking the ball out of number 9's hands.
I didn't like putting Jamar in the backfield and taking that weapon away.
Well, that was fucking. I almost said the R word. I was going to say retarded, but I won't. But that was fucking very, very stupid in that.
No, thank you.
Ridiculous way.
So I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. And then I think on the first one, they took T out. So the T was out of the game, and then they moved Jamar to the backfield. I think. Then
they called timeout. They called timeout, and they came with
they ran the same play.
Yeah.
The same play. They motioned Jamar to the backfield. Called timeout. Now they line up. Motion Jamar to the backfield.
Retarded play, but it was very fucking stupid play. Call.
Yes. Yeah, that right there makes me mad. In a key situation. Now, I'm not going to hate on – there's a lot of hate for Zach Taylor, and I have a lot of disagreements for Zach. But Zach has
that was dumb as shit I've seen in a long time.
But that right there was the stupidest damn thing in his clock management. The clock management on timeouts. There's been timeouts that Zach's used where it's like, why are you using this timeout? You're not getting the plays in quick enough. And you can see Joe being frustrated. He's been frustrated over and over and over again, where he's frustrated about not getting the calls in soon enough.
Did you see him yelling at Yoshi?
Was that?
Oh my God. He was going off telling Yoshi, get the fuck in here. Like, get in here. He started jumping up and down, waving his hands. Like, he was pissed. Yoshi wasn't coming in for the play, but you're right. Like, it's offense and defense are having problems getting the plays in.
It's the situation. No,
the play call is so slow. Joe, that's the thing. Joe is smart enough, in which is we kind of take that for granted, I think, is that Joe is so intelligent football-wise. He's got a dad that's a coach that's played at a high level, family members that have played at a high level, that he understands football. Get the plays in. The coaching staff has to be quick enough and smart enough to know what call it is to bring in to the Bengals, to the offense. And when it's not, it's going to make Joe frustrated. And I can understand why he gets frustrated. And then we have to blow timeouts. It's happened time and time again, and it showed this year. Go back and look. If you don't believe what I'm saying, go back and look through games. Joe will call timeouts.
No, everybody agrees with you. I don't think anybody's disagreeing.
No, I'm not saying, but if there's anybody that disagrees, look at it. But Zach, he called. I'm trying to think of the call. I don't know if it was. I think it was to Andre. He had a little slant pass across the middle, Zach has played. He has called up good plays. So I don't want to hate on Zach. But everybody just needs to be together. The defense is kind of the issue. If you didn't have to worry about, we got to score.
That
I
game
think
could
the
have
offense
been
would
like
be a lot
24
better.
didn't play that
game
bad.
could have been 24-3 early in the game had the
Yeah.
offense showed up. To be fair, like
I do.
The defense.
I'm
not
a
play
Fire
that
Lou
bad.
guy. Everybody knows this that watches
Yeah.
this show. Like I am, but
I am too.
I fully believe
I'm not a fire Zach guy. At
the
this point, I'm really
but
not
the
a fire
offense
Zach
let
guy.
us down in the first. And listen, I don't even blame Zach for going for it sometimes, but it's like you
Cut
can't run up the middle, motherfucker, every fucking time. It's
Right.
not working. Stop fucking doing it.
I'm just saying, cut it, Dale. I'm not at this point. I'm not a fire Zach guy. Lou, I'm really not a fire Lou guy. I'm about a front office. I'm front office.
All right, I need some. Well,
Nah, dude,
we can't fire the front office. That's
Right.
been a thing that me and Chop has
I
talked
know.
about
man.
a
I know.
zillion times.
Lou let these kids sit for way too long. This is his fault.
Taylor,
No,
I need
I
you to
agree.
tell-
Taylor,
no,
I agree
need
with you, Taylor.
Taylor and
It's
Dusty.
his fault, dude.
I
It's
want
his
to throw
fault.
this out there.
I'm sorry. I love Lou. I love him to death, but this is his fault. You let these kids sit for so
Okay.
goddamn long, and
You're already answering.
in 3
Thank
weeks. I know the teams have sucked, but guess what? They showed that they can play football. What? How
Why did it
long
take
was
so long?
How long was Sam Hubbard injured?
No, I agree.
fuck are we
It
doing?
was like Sam
Right,
Hubbard could have seasoning surgery, but we're starting him and playing him 70% of the snaps.
But
Yeah, let's
What-
just
how
let Miles
much is
Murphy just
that-
sit in the bench. He was a second
You're
round
right.
draft.
Chop, I want to hear from you,
First round
Chop.
draft pick.
Chop.
It's so fucking.
You know
painful,
the front
dude.
office, or you're in Cincy. You know what it's like. The front office. You paid Sam Hubbard a lot of money. What are
cares,
the odds
man?
of Zach Taylor and Lou not playing certain people? Honestly, what are they handcuffed? Or are they not handcuffed? That's my question.
not,
If they're not handcuffed, then it's on Lou and it's on Zach. If they are handcuffed, that's the front office.
Yes.
No, I want to defend what Dustin's saying here. What my guy Dusty's saying real quick before you guys go. That's 100%. The problem is,
Yes, he's handcuffed, but you have to just make the decision. man.
You still have to
just
do
make
your
the
shit.
decision.
You still have to do your shit. Listen,
But
it's hard to do
I
your
am
job.
Fire Lou. I am never gonna not be Fire Lou. Like,
But if you're paying $10 million to Sam
but why are you
Hubbard to
putting
play,
a guy out there with a broken? That's the front office, but we can't fire our
Exactly.
front office. Like, it's a fucking cart horse. It's a
Cool. You're paying this guy a bunch of money. If he's not performing, play someone else. That's coaching. That's not
But
organizational.
saying.
That is coaching. Unless they're telling you have to play
But
this guy
even then, there's no way they're telling them when it's 3rd and long who they
to
can
run the
put in.
ball.
Yeah.
2nd and long, 3rd and long, rush 3 guys,
What?
drop 10. That's on Lou.
What?
Yeah.
But in the 5 days leading up to it, and you're practicing and you're running, you only have a certain amount of time that you
It's a
can
good
run these
conversation.
formations.
I actually enjoy this.
You only have a certain amount of time you can run these formations, right? Who are you putting in? I never played in college or well, I played in college, but I never played at a higher level than a Division III to know what it's like. But what I know is, and I know a guy that plays Division I football and is a strength and conditioning coach. You only have a certain amount of time in a very slender amount of play calls you can do with players. You might get 1 to 2 reps. The reps are what's important.
Dejon Anthony against the Chiefs. That was not a penalty, number 1.
Right.
Number 2,
It wasn't.
the fact that they were high on Dejon Anthony the entire time during training camp. And then, have you guys seen Dejon Anthony? I'm about to put a poster up and be like, where's Dejon Anthony? I'm not saying that Dejon Anthony was any kind of saving grace, but The fact that they trusted him and then they just shit on
It
him
was a great
because of
play.
one bad penalty call in Kansas City, and they give up on a guy. That is not how you treat young talent. I'm sorry, that is not how you treat them.
Especially
I'm
somebody
not saying that he deserved to be treated in type of way, but it's like, let this kid go out and make a play. Let him go out and make a play because he will make a play. He made a play that day. Just Kansas City refs got Kansas City refs. Like, period, point blank. That's what happened. You cannot tell me anybody who watched that game could say otherwise.
What about Cedric Johnson? Cedric Johnson, same school, a great athlete, doesn't get the snaps. But you have Sam Hubbard, you have a guy in Geno Stone, you have Von Bell, all getting paid. Now, is that the front office? No, I'm just asking you.
Yeah.
This is the question.
You were
Is this the
saying what
front
we're
office
all
or is this
thinking.
the
Like
coaching
you were flipping it and turning on us, and I agree. Like I don't think any of us will disagree, but I will let my guy Taylor go on this because I think Taylor's fired up to talk about it.
Hold on.
No,
Time out.
All right, time out.
I'm not flipping it. I'm not trying to flip this. I have guys I like. I have coaches I like. I'm not flipping anything. All I'm saying is I want to know your guys' opinion because I'm putting opinions out there. Is all I'm doing. I'm putting opinions out there. Is it the front office? And
Hold on. Timeout on your timeout. I don't think I did that wrong. Dude, you were literally asking a great question. That's it. And I want Taylor and Chop to respond to it. Because honestly, man,
I'm not trying to sound like a dickhead. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to sound
dude, you weren't. Like, that's the thing, man. As a fan base, we have the most passionate fan base. I have never met a fan base. Like, I'm a huge draft guy. I fuck with other fan bases because I'm a draft guy. And no fan base is like this Bengals fan base. Like, we are batshit crazy.
Yeah.
But continue, Taylor.
Go ahead.
Oh,
He's like, damn.
What was the question?
No, it's all good. So, what do we have? 6 draft picks, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
There's 6.
Yeah, we got to trade down at some point.
Yeah, I mean, do we?
We're good at doing that and doing nothing with it.
Anyway, I think we're gonna keep D. Higgins regardless.
Yeah, me too.
I think the whole thing with him and Jamar's agent, like they're literally it's the stepbrothers meme. Like, we're here to negotiate together. That whole thing, whatever. If Lou doesn't go, we have a problem.
I agree.
That's kind of to me, that's the bottom line. If Lou doesn't go, we have a serious problem. Because they don't care at that point. They don't.
Because it's not going to be Zach.
No,
that's the thing.
It's so like no. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It makes me so sad to even remotely think about this being a thing. No, dude, no. We did this already. We can't do it again. We can't do it. Fellas, I love you all so much. We cannot do this again.
I agree. If Lou's here, what exactly are they doing to the defense?
What exactly? What in the? They're not going to fire Zach Taylor. Anyone who says whatever.
No, that ain't going to happen. I agree.
He's not going to be fired. He's going to say the coach.
That's why I say that's not on the table.
It's not on the table.
And that's what I say about the organization.
And that's that right there. Exactly. The word organization makes me sick to my stomach.
We can't fire the owners, guys.
No,
I know,
and
but
that's the worst. That's the worst part. Oh my god!
We can make clown shirts.
It makes me want to. It doesn't matter, dude. As long as you buy those clown shirts, they keep fitting money into their pockets. It's fucking terrible.
No, I put money in my pocket.
Hold on.
It's my pocket.
Oh, all right. Hold on. Time out.
I was in my moment there.
I like to say, like, you know, it'd be nice. Like, I ain't get my tickets because I ain't got the money to get my tickets.
I have the money.
If you fire Lou, you have a chance to get it. What was the dude's name? Terrion Austin or Terrion Austin, the guy for Pittsburgh now. That dude gave up 400 yards. I think it was 400 yards 3 games in a row before we fired him. Lou has proven himself.
Can I give you a can I give you a name? Can I give you a name a little bit more attainable? Can I give you a name?
like this conversation because I'm on the
just let me
fence
talk.
on
Just let me talk for a second. Just 1 second. All
right.
If the Bengals fire Lou and they don't get Zach is an offensive coordinator. Zach clearly has no control of the defense, right? No control.
Right.
I trust Zach. I like Zach. I really do. Zach makes me mad. He has play calls that make me mad. But I like Zach overall as a head coach. As a head coach, I really do like him. I'm
I like
cool
him
with
as
keeping
an
him.
offense guy to let
But-
Joe do his thing.
Yeah.
Sorry.
If you get if you fire Lou, this is the thing. You have to get a defensive coordinator that's a win now defensive coordinator.
Robert
That's what you have
Saleh.
to do.
That's
That's
the one.
in which yes, I agree with that. Get him, bring him in, and go all in. If you don't go all in and you don't do that, you can't fire Lou. That's my only thing. You can't fire Lou unless you go all in and get Mike Saleh.
I mean, Dale brought that same point up earlier. Like, if you do get rid of Lou, who are you getting? So
times.
it's conditional.
Chop, I brought that up a few times.
That's what I said, but I'm just saying, like, reiterating that you brought that up earlier. It's conditional. Like, I want to get rid of Lou, but what exactly? Who's filling the position? That's has to be taken into.
It's a catalyst. One has to come with the other.
It's like you got to start talking to people behind closed doors and see if there's a possibility.
Lou
was
a 10th pick, guys.
Yeah, there's no fire the coordinator and not have a plan.
Right.
If you're going to fire the guy within 2 days, there has to be a hire. That's it.
Yeah.
Joseph, what was the dude for?
Why is this so painful, guys? Why did we do this? Can someone answer me that? Why the hell do we do this?
What's up, Tina?
What do we do? What?
It's so painful, guys. Why do we do this every year?
Why are we? You could be a Patriots fan.
I could have. You're right. I could have chosen victories. I'm right here.
You could have a Tom Brady jersey.
It's so much more fun,
but
you
won't do it. You won't do it because your heart wants what the heart wants.
You guys will laugh at this. I was at a.
All right.
I run a bunch of golf tournaments here, and I had a charity scramble. I put into a raffle. I want a Mac Jones Patriots jersey signed.
Hell yeah!
He was the next guy, right?
Oh, good. Here he was Jesus. He made the Pro Bowl.
That's why Belichick is not there. Now he's at North Carolina.
But Chop, he made the Pro Bowl, okay?
Big deal. Hey, the big thing is we got to win today. The defense did play pretty good, and that's where I think the conversation comes in. If Lou
didn't in the second half, though. Like, let's not forget that. To be fair,
they did though. At the end, at the very end, they did.
That's all we needed all season. Get a stop. They got stops. I agree.
They had a winning record and we won.
Now,
yes, it's the first time.
I'm not disagreeing. The defense couldn't have played better. And guys like Cedric Johnson and the linebacker that I can't say his name. And I was a big Akeem Davis-Gaither fan. And
he made a couple plays.
Well, Akeem Davis-Gaither did make plays. But what's the dude's? I can't say his name. What was the dude's name?
The
rookie. The rookie.
Dude, he's the best. I love that kid.
Well, we all love the big
Number 45, right?
Big Dong Jong is I call
John Meta.
I love that kid.
You have him. You have Cedric Johnson. You have Newton, in which
Newton played well today, by the way.
The CEO,
that's just the eye test. Newton
Better than
played
that fucking
well.
Hart guy, huh?
The CEO called me out
Better
on
than
it
that Cam
earlier.
Hart guy.
The other
Jesus
Dustin
Christ.
Croft.
Yeah, I'm just fucking.
He called me out on it
Dusty,
earlier.
did you ever pay close attention to the blocked punt and then the guy who got the punt for the Cowboys in that whole game?
The Cowboys game?
Yeah.
Jean Meta literally said,
Yeah.
"Hey, go block this so I can go make this play."
No, I'm
Funniest
a fan.
thing
Better
I love the kid to
levels
death.
Above.
But that's my point. So the whole thing,
quit.
we can go. Everybody will go back and forth between, ownership and coaching and all this stuff.
No,
Jean
ownership's
Meta,
a problem.
ownership is a problem. Having what we have.
If you're a real Bengals fan, you will always admit ownership's a problem.
Yes. 6.
How do you overcome it?
How many scouts do we have? 6? It's small. It's like 6 scouts. The
maybe
Bengals
8,
have
maybe 8, but that's
maybe
like
8, 6.
2.
So
it's
2.
2.
I said 6. Dale said 8. He's saying Taylor's saying
actually,
2.
I'm telling you, like Taylor, I think he's right. When they put out all the positions and who filled them at whatever, that was recently. There was only 2 scouts listed.
That's crazy, dude.
What's funny is when you talk about like I don't say the shit just to say it, but it's like who's at the games, who's at this and that, and Bengals fans do this all the time. But people will be like, well, they can get the all 22, they get all the tape, they can sit on their couch, they don't need to go scout in person. And I'm like, okay, you really don't get that every other team is doing this. But
Dale, what do I say to you? Literally,
it's fucking embarrassing, man. It's fucking embarrassing.
Week to week, Dale. What do I say to you? I'll text you every 2 weeks at home games, and I'll say, Dale, what was the sideline like? Do I not say that? I'll say what players were coming up to different players. You'll say, I'm not even going to say what I say because I don't like bringing that. But you'll say, oh, that's just a leadership thing. And I'll say, yeah, like what players are coming up to different players and how are they talking, right? That's what you get in games. Am I right or wrong? Like you get that in games and being at games. You see,
but they can do that all week. But they can do that all week. They can do that all week. They can.
You can, but all 22 is different than live games. When you're at a game, you see what players. Like I said, I have a friend that played Division I football. I've been to their games. Now he played for IU. I've been to IU games and college football games. He never made it to the NFL, but he was a captain. There's a difference in seeing if you're a Bengals team that wants captains and different things, you can see what it's like to have players that rally around players. Now, if you're watching film, yeah, you can see guys that are making plays, but you can also see guys that make plays and guys that are rallying around dudes that are also making plays, right?
But also you're an NFL business. Like we're talking about this as guys who have a fucking podcast, like guys who love the NFL, who love this shit.
Yeah.
We can't get enough access to this.
Exactly. And they should get better access.
Imagine being an NFL scout for an NFL team.
Mm-hmm.
I would probably have more scouts so I could send them everywhere to do this. I don't know. Just kind of like, what? That's an extra fucking 13 grand. 13 grand is nothing when you're a billionaire. When you're on the Forbes list, Mike Brown, shut the fuck up about that. I'm sorry. That shit pisses me off.
But let's just think. Well, I guess my final point is, there's a more valuable asset to being at a game to view how players interact with each other, right? To know who a leader is and how they can rally each other. There's a valuable asset to that. Am I correct or wrong? And when you're talking
I
about
agree.
middle to later round guys, or even you could go there and
Late
scout a player.
undrafted guys.
Yes,
Doesn't
there's
fucking
guys
matter.
that
It's
their
the
leadership.
jewels.
Yeah, there's jewels. There's guys that you can go to a game and you can see the way players interact with each other in the way it's not on film. It's just not on film. It's not. You can go there and you can see a guy on the sideline, players coming up to him, they're asking questions, they're interacting. They might not make the play, but if you go back and watch the play over again,
Hold on.
you
Chop,
can see.
Chop, are you a lava lamp right now?
You can see how they
Chop
act.
is a lava lamp. Oh shit! Look at Chop. Sorry, Dusty.
Sorry.
I'm
so
preaching.
sorry. This guy's floating out here like a lava lamp.
Look at him.
All I'm saying is you can see how players interact with their leaders. That's all I'm saying. Chop knows by the Bengal guy there. Not right there. That's a leader. He took the view and he shifted it to the left.
Chop's crashing out. And then it's just Chop, you funny motherfucker. I mean, come on. Chop is funny. Chop's the funniest fucking person I know.
What?
Hey, you
What?
suck. You fucking
Couple of beers.
Fuck you.
For Loco.
What?
What?
I'm talking about Rotel, man.
Couple of beers.
What?
Rotel.
What? Couple of bourbons.
We're doing Rotel
What?
shots over here.
Couple of shots.
That's
What?
right. Liquor 43.
I feel like no one is a wrestling fan besides me and Taylor.
Hey, is that little beers?
You guys have
That is
literally
heavy
never
cream.
fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin, the greatest of all time. The GOAT.
Stone Cold. Blah, 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 blah.
What?
What?
Couple shots. What?
What?
My liver's all
Okay.
twisted up, Donna.
DTA. I live by
Trust
it, man.
anyone. That is true.
Yeah.
I don't even trust you, motherfucker. To be
Right.
fair.
Fuck y'all. DTA.
Got a
I think my
victory.
chair sunk down somehow.
What? Bengals W. What?
Stone Cold.
What?
Did you guys
Chop's
ever
got
watch
yellow
the
glasses on. What?
Stone Cold ET might have been the greatest video of all time. I don't
Bengals
think
and
the
Brews.
internet ever peaked.
What?
Stone
Beyond
Cold
that.
ET.
Yeah, you've never watched Stone Cold ET?
Chop, do you know why I have a BWO shirt?
Why?
Wrestling.
100%.
Oh yeah.
Jesus
Oh yeah,
Christ,
yeah, yeah.
Chop. No, Chop doesn't know.
Hey, look, man, I was down with the NWO, so I like the BWO.
He doesn't
Why?
know.
What? I'm in New Hampshire. Got a victory. What?
What?
Oh wait. Oh, hey boys. Right. You guys ready for? Ready for some holiday cheer?
Yeah.
What?
Are we gonna see your nutsack? Jesus
Hell
Christ.
yeah.
I feel like we're gonna see a nutsack.
No, some holiday cheer. You guys ready?
It's probably his nutsack. Oh,
Oh, that is nice.
that
I
is a
do
nice
feel the
tree.
spirit moving in me now.
Look at my my
BWO.
I like it.
gentlemen. I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna go to bed because if I don't, I'm gonna get divorced before I before I get married.
Good idea.
All right. Congratulations on your getting married, you homo. No offense.
National champs. Only
Congratulations.
title I'll probably ever see. It's so sad.
Taylor's a good one, man. For
All right,
real.
boys. Who day?
Right.
Who did, bro?
Nobody.
Chop, you look like Mike Myers on Halloween.
That's what I heard. I do work at a psych facility.
True. All right, I'm gonna end this one. I'm gonna end
All
it.
right.
We got to win, man. I'm happy about the win. Listen, the playoff odds are slim. The playoff odds are about as good as me going in and being like, "Hey, Marissa, you want to have sex with me tonight?" And she's probably going to
Those
say
odds
no.
are better.
Yeah, the Bengals playoff odds are better. You're right.
Right.
Yeah. It's not going to happen. So, but it's okay. I thoroughly enjoyed this victory.
I sure did too.
You were in person, Chubb.
Mhm.
It was.
Yep.
I
I had some bomb ass chicken wings from Midwest Best and the
shout out Midwest Best.
and the mac and cheese, and then went into the game and had a super great time.
But I was just like, I was watching that game, and I'm like, I knew that fucking Cade York, the LSU fucking.
I knew it too, man. I felt it. I knew it.
Yeah,
Dude, I knew it when he went out there because he missed
I was
the
like,
extra point.
this is not going to go well.
You know what I said? I said
you knew it too, and you're a
Dale.
LSU
I said they
fan.
should have went off sides and backed it up because that motherfucker's good from 59, but he can't hit them short field goals.
but he was not in a clutch situation.
No.
He isn't like.
No,
That's the thing. I feel like the Bengals were banking on the fact he made that 59-yarder when it was at halftime, and if you miss it, it doesn't matter. It's halftime.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this is literally for the game, bro. For
Right.
the game. I was like, he is gonna miss the fuck out of this.
I knew it too.
I was like, he is gonna miss the fuck.
That's
out
why I
of
put in
this.
our chat like "Go Tigers" with the thumb down.
I was like, he is gonna miss this so bad. And
Yeah,
to be fair, he missed it closely.
it looked like it was way off because it went past the opposite side of the field goal.
Donked
post
it, and I
sideline.
was like, and then it was like, well, maybe it donks and kicks in. I was like, no. I was like, nah. This is.
I was on mute. I thought it was
He's
going
right.
to
That was a fucking roller coaster of a victory.
Like, this is fucking terrible. But hey, thank God they didn't let it come down to that at the very. Because I'm like, so many times I'm like, they're gonna let it come down to. Thank God they just threw it to T. T. Higgins down there somewhere.
Right,
That's
right.
another shirt.
He's down there somewhere.
Big T.
You
Pay
gotta
him.
pay T. Higgins, right?
Give him the
Come
money.
on. I started
Give
this
him
show
the money.
saying, listen, I've been back and forth on the gut. Pay T. Higgins.
T.
You have to pay
Pay
T.
the
Higgins.
man. Pay him.
Like, Burrow wants it, and what he did
I will
today,
donate to the fund.
I will give you $2.50 to pay T. Higgins.
I'll give you also $2.50. I will match Dale's donation.
I will match his donation, and I'll even go double.
Holy
I'll give
shit.
$5.
Wow.
All right,
Signed.
do
He's
10.
fucking probably signed now.
$10
I'll
to
go
sign
all out.
T. Higgins.
I'll pay double. I'll send 5. Bengals
I'm
Army,
going 10.
$5.
No, I'm going 10.
10? Doubling?
I'm fucking fuck you.
Is this an
You
auction?
shut me up on my own show.
Oh, shit, man. I feel pressure. I'll have to fucking I'm in. All right, there you go. That's 30. Is that
That's
30
$30
bucks altogether?
Oh, $30 altogether.
Dude,
Donate.
you can
not-
get
I-
fucking a chopped
I'm
cheese
not doing-
sandwich
I
from
am not
Daylily
just
for
giving
that.
Mike Brown $30. Fuck him. He don't deserve it.
No, we're giving
I'll
it to
get straight
T.
to T.
It
Straight to
has to
T.
go directly to T.
Yeah, directly to T.
Yep. That's
I literally think the Bengals fan base could raise a couple million for T.
that's what we call guarantee money.
Exactly.
Why is this a thing that it's not wrong? That we could literally raise a couple million for T, but that's not how it works. It's not the transfer portal. It's
You're
not
right.
college football.
That's
Tina,
right. We need
what's
some
up,
alumni
Tina?
to step in here.
Tina's my goat, man. Tina's
Tina
the,
said, "What's up?"
Tina
I think
is
Tina's
like
in on it.
Tina will be there. Dusty, are you coming March 15th to Midwest Best Barbecue?
I'll try my best.
I know.
Is
you
it
will.
what is it? Saturday?
Yeah, it's a Saturday.
I was like,
Yeah, I'll probably,
Chop,
if it's a
is
Saturday-
it a Saturday? I don't know. I set this up, but I don't know.
Saturday.
It is a
if
Saturday.
it's Saturday, I'll probably be there.
It's like a couple days after the free agency starts, and I just assume that give
Do
me
the heart
all
dance,
the
Tina.
I'll see.
Dale. Or Tina.
Tina's the goat, man.
Yes.
100.
Yeah, if it's on Saturday, more than likely, I'll have to check my schedule.
Nah, fuck it. You'll be here. Tell them I pay taxes, and so kind of you work for me, and I give you the day off.
You work for
Right.
for your people.
I pay taxes, so kind of you work for me. You work
Yeah.
government
You work
job,
for Chop.
and
You're
tell
like
them
a
I
hooker.
told you.
You're like a hooker on
I
Bourbon
told
Street.
you I gave you permission to get the day off, basically, right?
I pay a lot of taxes too.
A guy in Afghanistan.
Well, I know.
or
So,
a
but I
hooker
think
on-
it doesn't count though because
basically the same.
you're already in that position. You know what I'm saying?
That makes sense.
You
I get it.
You are part owner of your coworkers that work with you, but not yourself. The taxes you pay for them. Taxes I pay, part of that's for you. So just let them know I told you it's okay.
Okay, I'll let them know.
All right, it'll fucking work.
He's definitely going to be there.
Dude, I was gonna be there last year, but wasn't able to make it. This year, I should be able to make it if it's on Saturday.
There's going to be chicken wings.
Oh, well, we're doing a draft event too.
Yeah, we are.
You don't have to sucker me into it, bud. I want to be there.
That draft
The draft event is at the Bowling
pretty
House.
cool,
I have
too,
never
at the bowling
thrown
center.
a football at bowling pins, but
Dude, I'll beat you if
I think
we'll either
everyone
be
will.
on
I have
teams.
never done this.
Dale, I'm telling you, either we'll be on teams or you'll lose. Or Chop, one of you two, be on my team or
No,
lose.
me and Chop will be
That's
on
it.
the team.
You and Chop?
Yeah.
How
right.
funny would that be if me and Chop were on a team and would beat everybody? Count us out.
Right.
The
How funny would it
underdogs,
be
man. The
if it's
underdogs.
Dale and Chop versus me and some
Yeah.
random person?
Might as
Dusty,
well
you
just
want me
quit.
and Dale
In
to
the
team up
finals.
on you?
You and Joe Burrow
Or-
could be on a team. Wouldn't
Dusty,
It
fucking
might
matter.
be me and Joe.
You want me and Dale to team
Might
up
be.
on you?
You guys,
Oh.
if I really would prefer that not to be. I'd rather be with a friend. But
I can't say
if
this, Chop, right? I can't say this.
Say what?
Well, Joe Burrow won't be. I can pretty safely say Joe Burrow will not be there. But at the Bowling House for the draft event, I'm pretty sure we got some stuff in the works for some.
Yeah, we
Bengals
got stuff
players.
in the works. There's going to be
Yeah.
some special guests.
Yeah, like 3 or 4 Bengals players, like
Maybe
already in
also
the works.
Big Savage Gray.
Shit, I can't say that.
Big
I can't
Savage
say
Gray.
Who
that. 3 or
knows?
4.
Everything's up
Yes,
in the
you.
air. We're doing our best. Just saying, Well, you know what'd be cool is if Vontez Burfict came.
ooh,
I fuck
you
him
know what
up.
he would do? He would
Meet me in the
tackle-
Oklahoma drill, Vontez.
I'd shake his hand and I'd say, hell yeah, I'd wear my Vontez Burfict jersey.
I am actually a huge Vontez Burfict fan.
I love him.
Love him. Hey, he would have won 2016. That was the year.
I-
Or was it 15?
15.
Excuse me,
15.
Ran into the
I was in
tunnel.
my brother's basement, man.
That was
We
him.
hugged, we were crying, and then somehow Jeremy Hill fumbled that football. I remember it all.
I remember it all too. Hey,
It
before
hurt.
we
Dude,
remember
I've
it all,
never been so happy and so sad directly after. And then
Yep.
and then it's like I go home. It's like I take my wife and my kids home, and it's like I thought I was celebrating.
Hey.
And I get home, and my wife's like, I forgot my wallet or my key. I had to drive all the way back into town. And this is like 45 minutes for me, because I don't live close to anything. It was like 10, 15, but it was literally like 45.
I remember this fumble too. Yeah.
my wife took me to a Great Wolf Lodge. Great Wolf Lodge.
Yeah.
We went there. Me and my wife.
She
Spent all day.
powerhouse that dick. Powerhouse.
We ordered some pizza. We ordered
Powerhouse that dick.
I think it was Domino's, and they had these big ass cookies, and I was a big chocolate chip fan. Vontez Burfict comes with the interception. I'm yelling. I'm like, here we go. Let's go. We got
It
this.
was
win.
over. The game was over.
Jess says, hey, don't celebrate. Don't celebrate too early. And
This
I'm like,
was right.
what a Bengals thing of a wife. And she wasn't even my wife at the time. She was my fiance. She knew. She said, "Don't celebrate too early. There's still some ball to play."
That's what
I was
sealed
like,
the
"Nah,
deal
we
right
got it."
there, right? I mean,
Then-
you knew you had to marry her after that. She gave good advice.
Yeah, well, she did. She did. We scored the touchdown to AJ Green. We come back. We get the Vontez perfect interception, and then we go, and then Jeremy Hill. But before Jeremy Hill's interception, what happened? What happened? The most secure runner that the Bengals had, which was Giovanni Perfect or Giovanni Bernard. Excuse
No,
me.
he got knocked out early.
I'm tired. Giovanni Bernard
Hell, you talking about?
fumbles. Giovanni Bernard gets hit by Ryan Shazier, helmet to helmet. New call in the NFL. It gets changed.
Yeah,
It knocked him out of the
early
game.
in the game.
So that
Well,
moves
knocked
to
them both out.
Jeremy Hill running the ball. Jeremy Hill runs it, tries to get extra yards, fumbles it. They go back and win. Heartbreaker.
Yeah.
Ruins our date night to whatever the Four Seasons or the Great Wolf Lodge, whatever
Did
it
you get
is.
head or not? At the end of the day, did you get
Right.
head or not?
I was mad. Probably. I after that point, I think I went to sleep. I was pretty upset.
Didn't you go out and get in that water park at the Great Wolf Lodge?
It was a
I'm
late
not.
night. That
He
that
just
game was
walked in
like,
the water park and seen every kid and just
The Great
punched
Wolf
him.
Lodge. That's why people
It's
stay
so
there is to go to
fun.
the water park, an indoor water park.
no. I think I went to sleep. I was so mad. I just went to sleep. I remember that. I just went to bed.
I gotta
It
tell
was-
you, nothing makes me more happy when I'm mad than a blowy. You can't stay mad when you're getting blowed. It's
I was
impossible.
pretty upset.
I don't know what that feels like anymore.
I was pretty upset. I'll say that.
I do.
You can't all be pork chop that just gets
No,
blowed
man.
every weekend.
You can try. You can strive, but hey,
That's my goal.
in your defense, though, Dale, I was on a hiatus for quite a while. So
It's true.
you don't want to be quite me because I was dry.
So
For
it's
a long
like
time, my
started
wife
fr-
was practicing
started from the
abstinence
bottom
without my permission.
So like when you hear that song, started from the bottom, now I'm here.
Right. Yeah. That's right.
All right. All right. I'm out. I'm in this. Love y'all.
All right.
Appreciate y'all.
Love you too,
tuning in.
man.
I don't know.
New
Bengals
day.
football,
Beat the
whatever.
Steelers. Fuck them
8-8.
bastards.
8-8. Beat the
Also,
fucking-
fuck Roman.
Fuck the